You guys are live.
All right. This is good. Welcome to QSL. We've got the Legion versus the Apprentices. I am joined by Uchi. Say hi, Uchi.
Hello, everybody.
All right. So, looks like there's already some bands in. Legion, on the side of Legion, we've got the Kepri, Dodgy, Kabrakan. And on the side of the Apprentices, we've got the Yamoja, Guan, and Hades. I'm a big fan of Kepri bands. I ban that god in every game I ever play ever because of how obnoxious it is. The ultimate really strong, the CC really strong.
Yeah. I'm quite curious how, over here on the Apprentices side, all three of their bands, the top healers right now, in my opinion, going around.
Oh yeah, Guan very strong in the solo lane, Hades very strong in the solo lane. It's making me wonder, is there someone on the side of Legion that the Apprentices just don't want to deal with in the solo lane?
I will leave standing.
Or is it just that those gods are that good?
Could be that. I do see Emoja pretty much every game we have casted so far this season, I think except for one where she got through for Legion. And I believe that went very favorably in their favor that game.
So it looks like Legion, Yu Huang very strong. Pele, I'm a big Pele fan. Ymir always strong, right? He always kind of fits in perfectly in limbo. And then on the side of Apprentices, we see a Cernunos, Ganesh, and Raven. Nothing too crazy, actually. Cupid band comes out. A Vulcan band. I do like the Vulcan band.
Yeah, Vulcan band here is huge. So far off these top three, I personally like the comp of the Apprentices a bit better here so far.
Oh, I agree 100%. Ganesh is one of those Guardians where he just fits well into any comp, right? And then you pair that with a Cern, and I mean, the combination of the ultimate abilities is inescapable. You're gonna have to pop some relics.
Yep. Ravana also, they went with the Cupid band. He can kind of just sit on Cupid. Doesn't leave a lot of other safe, good choices open as far as ADCs, in my opinion, for Legion.
They take away the Artemis as well.
Yep.
I don't know that I would ban an Artemis here, especially with the Raven and then the duo lane combination already. Maybe there's someone on the side of Legion that's very strong with that Artemis.
Artemis right now, I just feel goes pretty well into Cern. Can't really keep up with his sustain or wave clear, but you just ult his ult, and you stay chilling trying to farm.
That is true. Cern does not have CC immunity in his kit either. And then Baba Yaga banned. Those are two really strong mages that Legion banned. I think right now they fit very well in the meta, especially with the stacking Baba Yaga's passive. And then Vulcan with his rework along with the mid-meta, the builds and stuff like that. Two really strong mages. I think that those are definitely two mid bans that needed to be seen.
Yep, Vulcan kind of top dog in a lot of people's minds going around right now, and anybody that knows Yuchi knows Yuchi kind of gets farmed by Baba Yaga, so I'll always like to see a Baba ban myself.
I'm not a fan of playing against that god either. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like the ology, man. Always seems to get me on that last health. Had a game with Sir Ionicus once where the Baba ult killed him and switched directions towards me and killed me. Ever since then, never really liked playing against that god.
Zilla locked in. That's spicy. That's spicy. I like to see some good Zilla gameplay.
I believe it was 2 weeks ago. I said the same thing. Scylla's probably one of the only mages I feel I'm decent at, and I love seeing a good Scylla gameplay. So.
Oh yeah, I mean, Scylla is one of those gods, or should I say goddesses? Sorry, is one of those goddesses, or she never really goes away completely. She'll always be strong, especially with that late game damage it applies, and Arachne being hovered. I have not seen an Arachne in a while.
I cannot tell if they're actually thinking about this.
I really hope that that's not a bait. I hope that gets locked in.
Oh, the baby.
Oh no, my heart.
Here,
the Medusa and Vamana locked in. This comp's looking pretty Looking
It's
pretty
looking
beads,
pretty.
Bernie, and dive heavy.
Yeah, I mean, this comp from Legion here, finishing it out with the Vermana Medusa. I think it's who's getting caught out without beads and who's getting bursted.
Anybody that has ever played against me too, or has spoken to me, or knows me on some form of personal level, Vomana is my literal kryptonite. I'm a soul laner at heart, right? I think that
Yep.
if there's any god or goddess in this game that I am unsuccessful in fighting every single time I play, it is Vomana. And I don't know why. Maybe it's just maybe I'm just scared of the big baby. I don't know. I never fight into it.
There's a good pick into it.
You know,
The law
we had
returns
a
to
bit
this
of a
land.
bonding moment earlier in chat. I gotta say, this is another this is another bonding moment. I'm a dual main, and Vermana is always my second ban. It's literally Bellona, Vermana. I can't fight Big Baby. And
But
everybody probably listening right now is probably like, just buy Onk, just buy Onk. It don't work for me,
look,
man.
it's never that simple. You guys say it's that
It's
simple.
never
It's never that
It
simple
is
for
that
me.
simple though.
It's for me. It's never that simple. But I do like the tier pick into it. The tier is very strong right now, and I think it's good into Vomana. I do love some good tier gameplay. Last time I was on tier, I just remember vividly getting farmed by Snatty, who played King Arthur, and it was not a
Oh,
good time.
I love Snatty. I have met him. He's pretty. I really like Snake. But
Oh man.
going in here, I'm gonna have to. All right, here's my situation. I think Legion's team, if they can catch people off, I think they just completely burst anybody on the Apprentices down. But as a whole, I gotta say I like the comp of the Apprentices a bit more. There's just a bit more CC along with just sustainability. So this Medusa coming in off Apti here, I think is going to play a huge part in these later parts of the fights.
Oh, I agree 100%. I think that the amount of burst that Legion can provide is absurd. In a whole, though, definitely I am rocking with the Apprentices. I really like that combination. I mean, you beads this. Everybody's gonna bead the CERN ult when they get hit, whether it's intentional. It's kind of like muscle memory at this point. But that's gonna leave the tier open to rampage during the late game. So we'll see. We'll see how it turns out.
Yeah, I believe that's Little Beano is how you pronounce that. I'm just going to call you Little Bean in case it is Little Bean Zero. But I'd like to see some spicy tier blinks if he does end up going blink here.
Wait,
Oh
Nino's
yeah,
playing solo?
right. That's little Nino, right? Little
It's
Nino.
Nino, yeah.
IGN,
Yeah,
little Bean, little Beano, little Bean Zero.
Glories of no load spectator delay.
Oh yeah.
um,
Um,
believe looking at the screen here, I do think Scylla needs a skin chain.
Is Godzilla banned? Let me look that
I
up real quick.
believe.
is it? I don't know if the skin is banned for Scylla, but
Bans
I
I
do
believe that's
know.
like
I feel
Sounds
like
They don't
it may
really.
be
No,
because I've
sounds
only played Smite like
No,
two
it's-
times
it's
in the
good.
last.
It's good.
It is good. Okay. It may be because I've only played Smite like 2 or 3 times in the last month or so, but I feel like I haven't seen Yu Huang in a while.
Yeah, that's definitely because you haven't played
Is
Smite.
that because I haven't played? Right? Has he still played every single game? That's
Every
what I
single
thought.
game. Every game.
I haven't been. Hey man, I've
yeah.
been on that Overwatch Modern Warfare 2 grind. You know what I mean? I can't help it.
They can't hear me, by the way, so they think you're just talking to no one.
Oh yeah, I'm talking to production, by the way, so you guys don't think I'm schizophrenic or anything.
No, he's talking to himself, guys. I've just been noticing.
I forgot to take my meds.
I forgot. I had to take a moment. All right, loading in here. Let's see what some of these starters are gonna be.
They're still on the band screen, by the way, so keep talking, please.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't realize you're still on the band screen. Okay, well, we loaded in. Um, looks like Nobody. Still a DC on the side of Dirty Bubble.
Yep, he's taking a little bit to load in.
Dirty Bubble's taking a little bit to load in. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Now we're getting ready to rock.
The bubble is here,
Nothing
ladies
crazy
and gentlemen.
so far. Standard metas, right? CERN opting for the leather cowl going into what I would assume is dev gloves, right? Vice Medusa getting the Death Soul into
Okay.
what I would assume again
Wonder
is
if,
dev gloves.
All right. They can
Yeah,
see
the only
this.
thing I can
You see the game in
only
3,
thing I
2,
can
1.
think off of that is he's going for a little bit of that attack speed just to try to maybe I don't know. I still think Flip. I think with Ymir, I think Medusa is going to outclear a bit faster. So, a bit curious about this Cal here myself.
Hey, maybe he knows some tech. I don't know, man. Again, I haven't played that much lately, right?
Yeah.
I just remember being told by my friend Armor Wolf whenever I got shoved into the
That's not a good
into the
start.
carry role that you know, hey bro, you go Death's Toll dev gloves, especially on CERN, right? With that one being
Yep.
able to provide lifesteal as well. It's just so strong, so strong in the early game for sustain. But we do see a mannequins on Vomana. I'm interested to see the clear, right? Because tier typically by level 3 is full clearing essentially in your face anyway.
Seeing
And then
Diamond go for the purple invade as well.
I am rocking with that. Oh yeah, he just takes the minis and bounces, right? Try to push that XP lead as early as possible. I do like the Ymir build too, though. That's interesting to see.
Yeah.
This is a fun game already.
You know, last week we got to see Deathplay Shriek pull out the Gilded Ymir, so a bit more standard. I feel this game, but I'm assuming going into the Manicorns first.
These solo laners are really low. They obviously expecting the junglers level 2, right? Fighting over that totem. I don't think anything crazy will happen here. Shriek should just play it safe. You know, sit in the tower, let the wave push into him, get that level 2.
Yep, Patron over here, just checking, making sure everything's safe. Looks like he's gonna go for that Scorpion. Over in the dual lane, we see the CERN and Ganesh being forced back a little bit too.
Oh, that Ymir.
Looks like.
That Ymir clear with that Medusa spit is is very strong for sure.
Yeah. It's another reason I'm curious about this leather cow still. I'm hoping to see something maybe go crazy here I don't know about. You know, Yuchi over here in ADC main himself.
Oh, the Medusa dash. Look at that. We're getting aggressive. I do like me some aggressiveness. But yeah, on the topic of relics too, you know, you're looking in the Vomana opts for Blink and the Ymir opting for the horrific emblem early game.
You know, I think that's going to be huge still, though, once these team fights get around. You know, Vermana just blinks in, goes big baby. You know, get that horrific on them. He gets, once he gets some more movement speed online, like, as looks like the Golden Blade he's going for, you know, it's going to be just chase down for him.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. I'm a big fan of Golden Blade in the solo lane on Horus, dude. You just chat around with Warriors X Golden Blade early game and hit people for like 400 at level 6.
Yeah.
The purple invade, right? Pele's there.
You got the red buff too.
And the red buff.
Oh, they held the hog!
Oh, man. The Hog of Destiny. The wall comes up, though. I think that Pele might be able to... No?
Nope.
I don't think there's going to be enough DPS to finish that off. I think that Ganesh is going to drive by Hog the purple buff for secure and then safely back. But they did lose the red. Apprentices did lose the red buff, unfortunately.
Yeah, good play there by Buckwheat 247. He was able to get in there, get that hog off, secure that XP.
It's so funny, man. I've actually seen that quite a bit out of supports recently, right? Saving that hog after that first purple, knowing that the other team, if they have better clear, you might need it to secure your own purple from the invade. Yep. So that is really good heads up by him.
Getting back to the lane here, though. Looks like Appy's still ahead on XP. Timbo just hit 4.
I'm interested to see how that, you say that blink coming out of Amana is going to be strong to Big Baby in the into the late game, right, when he does ult, and I do not disagree with you whatsoever, but I'm interested to see how that Tears teleport stacks up to that. Maybe he recognizes Vamana has blink instead, and he opts to upgrade that early and then go get some business done on the other side of the map.
Yeah, that would be huge, and I feel very smart by Lil Nino here. Trying not to get this baby ahead is a huge thing. Again, I have trouble against Vermana, but I feel if you're able to stay around level or keep him down, he's not as big of a threat as when he is just full ahead and able to run at everybody and everything.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're both Tier and looks like a red invade again, actually, on that note. Yu Huang's going to stay on it? Nope. Looks like he's in a retreat. Maybe the Ganesh, thinking the Ganesh might have called him out to the ADC. Gonna opt for the purple buff invade instead. As of now,
still got minis on the red as well.
That's what I'm saying. As of now, the red looks like it is semi-safe. Legion looks like they're just gonna retreat, maybe give the red buff up to the apprentices. They got their purple, they got an invade, right? So.
After making sure to grab those left harpies, heading back to lane. Thought for a second they were gonna look at gold, but it seems everybody disbanded.
Ouch.
Medusa ult there.
That hurt my soul.
Looks like the chat may be having trouble hearing us. Justin saying no casters or just the overlay silent. Okay, you can hear us. Okay, good.
You can't.
All
they
right.
can't hear you. You guys are just really quiet. I'll turn you guys up.
I am quiet. Oh, that's unfortunate.
I turned my mic up as well.
Okay.
How's that, everybody?
Okay, it scared me for a
I
second.
just maxed you both out.
It scared me for a second. I thought I was having another schizo moment. Right.
Alright, cool. Seems we are good now.
Awesome. I just wanted to make sure. Sorry, I wasn't doubting production's
Solo
abilities
laner.
whatsoever.
Solo lane things.
This is absolutely what solo laners do. That is too loud. It is clipping now. I'll leave it up to production and judges.
I'm trying to find a balance.
I'm trying to find balance. Getting back into the game, though, why audio issues are figured out, it does appear... I have no idea what happened, to be honest with you. I'm sorry. But we got 3 groups here. It looks like they're going for Scorpion for the Apprentices. Do have Download stepping up to maybe try and contest this. Nope.
I don't think... Yeah, definitely... He's
debating
it, right? Medusa solo invading the purple buff, right? Pushing that lead ever so slightly up, right? CERN, he's looking to defend it. Ganesh is rotating as well. Could be bad. Yeah, this could be bad for Medusa here, actually. CERN ult comes out, Ganesh ult comes out. She has the pop beads to try to get away, runs into the dash. Pele's there with the knock-up. And unfortunately, Medusa falls anyway. Maybe Pele gets the kill on the CERN here, right? With that 3 taking,
Yep.
oh, that's so much extra tick damage, right? Yu Huang, Ymir rotating in. Scylla on the back track, Ganesh dash goes through Ymir wall. That is big brain right there. Ymir looking in disbelief, like, how could I possibly forget that elephant can do that? Definitely Shriek, securing his blue.
So, something I found out personally a little while ago. I never knew Ganesh could go through play-made objects until I was forced on support in a ranked game, and then I was able to get through Emoji wall. So
you would be surprised. You're not alone. Yeah, a lot of people seem to forget that. You'd be surprised, especially people that, yeah, like you said, that don't play that role. But...
Yeah, probably my second, or no, probably actually my worst role. I'm just not somebody that can't do damage. Going back over here, though, we do see that Lil Nino opts into that full glide shield, whereas Shriek does have this golden blade online finally.
Oh, that's gonna help that clear a lot with that mannequins, man. That tier is in a position where, again, you know, level 6, 7. It's frustrating playing against that god, in solo lane for sure. Medusa, 2 levels up, looking to contest this. Doesn't hit the dash. Now it's just the battle of who has better aim, right? Ult comes out. Oh my goodness, it looks like he's looking away. His ult, oh, the spit. That was actually, if I if I am Timbo twice there, I am screaming that I am facing the wall. But that is a good solo take. The Medusa recognizing. I guess I don't want to say his name in case I pronounce it wrong, right? But
It's happy. I still.
Just refer
yeah,
to
I'll just call him Adzi, right? Or Apti, sorry, but Apti. I'm just gonna Apti. That was, I mean, that's good out of him. Recognize he's 2 levels up, body blocking the exit to the tower and forcing the Cern to burn everything in an attempt to get away. 80s, 80s like Hades, but without the H. Successful invade from Lil Nino. That feels bad, man. Right there on the cusp of securing that blue too. The tier just comes in and Giga Chads his way around. Right?
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy.
Tier just able to be in there. Really surprised the Americans didn't say that though.
Nothing too crazy right now. Standard farming. Deathly Shriek is in trouble here. That's his dash. He's gonna have to ult and hope that his healing outweighs this DPS that they're gonna put on him. Looks like it is. The movement speed. Tier actually ults. Robin ults. Ooh, he actually ends up falling. Dirty Bubble. That is a good combination of ults there, right? Recognizing that they can burn him down anyway.
Yeah, it was one fly from the tier, and then next thing you know, you got a fly in from Ravana.
I know.
Stopping by in high.
Those guys looked like the old school high flyers, man, in the WWE. Just off the top ropes dunking on Deathly Shriek. Medusa recognizing, hey, I think I can hit this tower here. Timbo, good decision, right? Body block the auto. Ymir kind of caught out, gets rooted.
Yeah, that's a big trouble
Ymir's
there
gonna
for
fall.
Dom, and you know, lack of wards there, just not able to see everybody around the corner before he was turning. That was I'm in the wrong place.
Unfortunate. They are going to look at, recognize that everybody's on that right side of the map, especially on the Scorpion, and look at a Gold Fury here.
Yeah, smart play here by Legion, in my opinion. You know, recognizing, hey, we just lost Donlin. They're probably on Pyro. Let's just grab gold.
Oh, absolutely. Good heads up. That was a really good Gold Fury call for sure. Nothing looked too crazy. Mostly.
I do want to point out real quick. Sorry to cut you off. Looking at the levels here, you know, we got solo matched up, jungle matched up, one level lead going to Spades here, and then a 1 level lead going to Buckwheat. But then you get down here at ADC. Looks like Apti maintaining this lead now 3 levels ahead.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's literally what I was going to say as well. He kind of nailed it, right? They're pushing down these T1s pretty quick on the side of Legion. Deathly Shriek, maybe forced to use the ult again here. Unless he is just simply better at juking, they're going to...
He stole that!
Oh, no.
The purple, though. Apti just making sure he's maintaining this lead here. He said, no purples for you today.
That was a really good Bramble. Looks like
good,
Apti is going to challenge anyway, knowing he's 3 up, right? Good spin to avoid the lockdown. Looks like
look at Scylla,
Legion's actually... Scylla dashing in. Oh, the crush! So low, man. Scylla ult comes out, movement speed, looking for the slam, and the Bramble kills him anyway. Looks like Legion actually took the Pyromancer too, right? So, recognizing that those two are over there. That's actually a... Vamana ult forced out. Yu Huang has the 3 out of the fight. Vamana's actually going to run this down mid, looking to kill Raven. His ult wears away. dashing out, realizing he should probably retreat. Yu Huang is not there with the follow-up. He is there with the root. He is following up now. Pele's there as well. Pele knock up. I think at this point they're just trying to get Deathly Shriek out of the fight.
Yep. I think that was a very good reinitiate, trying to make sure everybody just got out there. We did see Apti fall in the dual lane before getting over here. However, able to save spades there. Very nice teamwork, I think, on making sure everybody got out there on Legion's half. Ooh.
Pretty standard. What's up?
I'm not gonna let Donlin live that down.
I wasn't laughing at that. I was laughing at chat.
For anybody that didn't know that.
Apparently, mid laner is holding his ult for the next game. Hey, cooldowns are scary. Donlin getting caught trying to milk the obelisk and
what the fuck
falling
was
to
that?
the ADC.
Yeah, that is a Cern ult just for support, though. Was able to steal the cups he needed. Think Legion will still be able to get that treb off of that, so maybe in the long run, not that bad a play. Right
Wasn't
now,
a good
though,
play, though.
in that Cern where he's level 14 now. We just saw a 3-level lead a second ago. Already back up, just down a level now, going from 1 and 2 to 3 and 2.
Oh, good recovery, absolutely. I think that those 3 kills definitely helped him a lot to close that gap. Looks like pretty standard farming right across the board right now. We're looking at the Scylla getting Obsidian Shard actually immediately after Warlocks. Instead of the Divine Ruin, which is interesting to me, right? Because you see these meta builds in mid right now, Warlocks into Divine typically being kind of a standardized build at this moment. And then, you know, you see the Vamana, Pele, and the Medusa with the lifesteal. And if I'm Scylla, I'm thinking that I get the Divine Ruin.
Yeah. Also, something I just pointed at or saw myself while looking. It appears that Donlin now 3 levels down on this support. Hadn't noticed that till just now. He was maintaining just a level down.
Oh, I mean, then that could. I would like to say that maybe be because he is sharing less in the mid lane, but I mean, you don't really see the fruits of that if that was accurate, seeing as how the Scylla and the Yu Huang are actually still fairly close.
Yeah.
Yu Huang is a little ahead.
As you pointed out, though, I am curious about this Obsidian Shard right after Warlocks myself. Maybe just trying to look to make sure this big baby goes down pretty quickly. Not exactly sure.
Legion baiting the Gold Fury. I don't know if I'd consider it bait. They kind of full dropped it. Tier. If I'm Tier, yeah, I was about to say I'm running at this Yu Huang, seeing that 3 down, but Ymir is there to back him up. So maybe the disengage right call. Now Apprentices is turning on the Primal Fury. Legion is aware though. I'm curious to see how they handle this. Medusa throwing a little bit of the arrows out at the Tier. Tier blinks in, misses the Fearless. Yu Huang comes out. Medusa ult comes out. Pele's in the backline, ulting, knocking up. Scylla ults, dies anyway. Ymir ult. Raven goes up in the air. Spades is in trouble. Has to pop the Aegis, hoping, praying to God that Donlin does something. And he does have the slow. Looks like Raven will fall anyway. Deathly Shriek's actually on the big Fearless. Ooh. Oh my! Deathly
Deathwalker,
Shriek.
who?
Ganesh. And it looks like the entire side of Apprentices is going to fall, despite the Tier creating as much space as humanly possible in his mind. A 5-for-1 trade and a Primal Fury. If I'm Legion, I am feeling exceptionally good about that entire engagement.
Right there, that whole fight just, tried to save Spades, but his sacrifice allows for a full deicide as well as gold. Looks like gonna get the purple again off that as well. I think that actually ended up being a huge sacrifice there.
Absolutely. I mean, you see Sir Patron. The engage is absolutely perfect, right? He recognizes that Scylla doesn't have her dash at the moment. Blinks in, ults, knocks up, and by the time Scylla gets that ultimate off, it was too late. So Legion actually secures a Pyromancer as well. But yeah, I would say that the frontliners of Legion did a very good job in that fight.
Yes. Would agree. We see Streak finally taking the level lead off of that too. 2 levels up now. Same with Patron, now a level up. Still, ironically, the same levels out of both mids, even with Spades falling there. We see Donlin catching up off of that kill he was able to secure there. And Apti is still 2 levels up here. Despite only or being down 2 kills, those assists pulling him ahead now, it looks like.
So this side, if I'm on the side of the Apprentices, right, you just take this big loss. I'm just looking at some AFK farming and not forcing any fights, right? Because now you're at this, what is it, almost 5,000, or it is 5,000, no? Yeah, a little over 5K, right? Or almost 6K. Man, math's hard. That's why I joined the Marine Corps. Anyway, almost 6,000 disparity at XP at gold. I'm AFK farming. I am not forcing. There is nothing to fight over at this point besides Fire Giant. Throw some wards on that sucker, and then focus on getting yourself back in the game. Tyr actually forced to ult out. Yeah, as I was saying, a little bit of AFK farming, right? And then you're seeing this CERN go this crit build. You're going to want him to farm until he gets that Deathbringer online. Seeing as that Medusa is an absolute menace to society right now. If I am on Apprentices, I am scared.
Final shot.
Oh, the skin of the teeth, man. Which actually looks like we're getting to that stage anyway. Getting a little bit of an FG dance going on, right?
Yep.
Nothing too crazy.
It's just regular FG right now. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's not EFG. It's just a little dance encompassing the Fire Giant. Dirty Bubble 690 does see them, right? So Legion is aware of what is occurring. Or sorry, Apprentices is aware of what is occurring. Vamana, big knockup, being annoying in the backline, man, and that's I hate that god. Robin's forced out. Both of the supports dropping their ultimates. Buckwheat should fall here. Absolutely, right?
Yeah, Buckwheat is
Deathly Shriek securing it. Looks like Medusa, like I said, absolute menace, man. 80s going hard to paint. Oh, big Scylla ult and CERN ult combination, actually. Vamana, blink in. This CERN is in absolute trouble. This guy needs to be bursted down immediately. It is too late. Deathshriek now running at Godzilla. Praying to God that things get better. It's actually a big Aegis. Unfortunately, still falling. Right?
Huge baby there.
Tyr is that is at 100%. That is huge value out of that Vamana ultimate, right? Again, 2 for 4 trade.
Yep. Do see Spades going down again. Starting to feel my boy's feeling a little lonely, but after able to pull through, get the kill off on Bubble as well. Looks like we're pinging fire again. However, it looks like the Apprentices are about to be able to regroup and maybe try to set up a better defense this time.
Absolutely. If I'm Legion here, I told you what I would do on the side of Apprentices, right? Now at this point, if I'm Legion, I'm recognizing that how well that fight went and how much was actually gained from that. I'm going to be throwing words in Apprentices jungle, and I am going to pick this FG up and force them to fight me or surrender it.
Yeah, I think, yeah, Bubble still has beads, and Kobe, I'm believing that is pronounced Kobe. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that.
I think I'm pretty sure it's Kobe. Right, but then you've got the Hugh Huang. Basically, the important relics on the side of Legion are still up, right?
So for the beads here on Apti, those are still down for another 82 seconds. However, he does have ult.
Oh, blink into the knockup. Apprentices actually steal it.
It was
my
Dharmic
gosh.
Pillars.
That was Dharmic Pillars. That's Ganesh diff right there, man. Deathly Shriek, Onked, does not care, dude. He is marching in. I think that Apprentices absolutely disengage here. It is time to run. It is time to leave. Dirty Bubble looking for this pickup right here. Ooh, good backflip to avoid the knockup. Ult's back in. That was literally textbook Rava. That was so clean. The backflip, good ultimate out of that. But that backflip out of that knockup, spin around the rock, ult back onto Ymir to secure the kill. Man, Donlin cannot. Donlin, regardless of where his positioning was, right? You could argue that maybe he overcommitted, right? But if I'm Donlin, I'm not too bad about that because that was beautiful to watch. That's all right. And Apprentices, after stealing the FG, are also going to secure the Pyromancer, and just like that, they find themselves with the momentum necessary to come back into this and win it.
Yep, able to catch up in gold off that as well. Now only down about 3K, whereas opposed to I believe it was about 9 at the point before that. Somewhere around there.
Oh, it was definitely big. This Oni Fury can be huge, right? You know the pressure that Legion's. Oh my gosh, man! Neither team here is just able to secure their objectives peacefully. There's always somebody lurking, right?
How are they not securing? There's a Scylla on one team and Yu-Hong on the other. How are they not securing?
I'm telling you, man. I'm just like, where was your? I guess Scylla doesn't have ult, right? But
Crush still does 1,000 damage.
Somebody ult this thing.
Also, please tell me.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. That ethereal staff on Scylla is just that is. I mean, 90 power, some crowd control reduction. I mean, I don't know, right? If I'm going that over an item as strong as Staff Meridian or
that screams I'm scared of
or Soul Reaver, right? But that is very. I was about to say that is a very strong item, I guess, against Vamana. Maybe that's all Scylla needs to do is secure that kill on Vamana. Maybe that's their game plan, right? Fight front to back.
Yep.
Vamana going.
I think that's your best play. Recognize when this Vermana, this Pele, this Ymir is running at your back line. Turn around, get their front line out.
Vamana stomping, not going out without a fight. Still falling. He almost took CERN with him, right? That's actually a huge pick.
That's how you beat Vamana. You press your onk.
I will tell you. You say that all you do is press onk to beat Vamana. All I saw was 4 people wailing on him with an onk, and he still almost took that Xernunos with him, right? But he does have Mannequin's Mace, giving him that extra auto attack damage. Tier might be.
Oh, Nino getting caught out here himself.
He still has ult. He's big chillin'. Big ult actually. Backflip again, dude. Textbook Robin. If I am Apprentices, I'm putting Dirty Bubble on this assassin every single game, man.
Yeah, this Nirvana looking very, very nice here from Bubble.
I mean, the backflips, the ults to re-engage. It's looking solid. I'm probably, I think I'm forcing him to play that. Looks like they're gonna push his tower. Still got FG, not EFG, right? FG just wore off as I say that, right? Where's off here? Vamana blinks in and ults, forces the CERN to dash, the Scylla to dash. They're gonna turn and they're gonna try to burn him. Dharmic Pillars come out. Look at this. Look at that damage, so huge, and I have like colossal Yu Huang ult, right? These guys are low. Ymir secures with the freeze. Tyr tried to disrupt, trying to save his Ganesh's life. Yu Huang 3ing in. Ymir ult does 17 damage to Buckwheat, right? Tries to carpet him. This Tyr is just being an absolute menace, dude. This guy is looking for this Yu Huang, and he's gonna find him. That is.
Yeah.
That's the only time you're ever going to see Tyr passive get a kill.
You have to make that, right. You have to make that somewhat worth. And I think Lil Nino did an excellent job there, kind of returning it, making that an even trade. Blinking in for, he's looking for Apti here. I think that the Tyr has this ability to make this Medusa. Yeah,
he's so fast.
A little scared. Yeah. He is going to back up though, seeing the Ymir.
Yeah, not just that. Just thinking for a second there, he may be able to try to get that beads at least out of Apti there. Unsuccessful in that. As we do look, everybody starts going towards fire again.
I mean, that was.
Man, Nino.
I think that Spades.
This is payback from my blues.
Spades absolutely carried that fight. I'm not saying that no one else did their job, right? But that ultimate was so huge and detrimental to the win of that fight. That is a nice wall. Freeze comes out, Ymir ult comes out.
He's taking no
Lil
damage, though.
Nino is just getting hit for all of, I guess they're pelting him with marshmallows. Deathly Shriek, ultimate comes out. They're just going to hopefully walk away, right? They know that Vamana ults out, that backline's feeling a little bit safer, right? They're actually going to collapse on him. Oh, yeah.
Ganesh ult, Ravana ult,
Robin, good
Medusa ult,
immunity.
Sand ult.
Good attempt, good immunity, right? Yu Huang root comes out. Robin has to back up. Scylla's looking to engage on Apti.
Good dash,
Dash is
man.
in. Robin blinks in.
Oh,
Oh, Scylla actually secures the kill. Kobe actually chases him down and gets it. That was pretty
Pretty
interesting
looking,
for sure. There's a whole lot of engage, disengage over and over, but Yu
Things
Huang,
looking
3
good
out of the
here
way.
for the Apprentices. Looks like they're gonna just go ahead and start this fire. Oh, something I just picked up on as well. Didn't notice he had upgraded, but Timbo over here getting the heavy executioner.
Look at that. I mean, it makes sense, right? He's not opting necessarily for a for an attack speed-esque
speed build, yeah.
build, right? I guess you could say it has attack speed elements in it, but he's mostly looking for that single auto to just absolutely clobber you with that crit.
Oh no,
in his
he's
kit.
over cap.
Say again?
He's over cap.
Is he?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's over 1.9.
Okay, so he is overcapped by 1.9.
Yeah, going the heavy. Actually, I think going the Dust's Embrace there would have been a bit better because you're basically canceling out your Cal.
Oh yeah, you're right. Huh? In his mind, I mean, if it feels good to him, I guess. But look at this player damage chart. What do you think about that?
I think Street Game Baby is a bit crazy, but I'm not gonna lie, they seem to be countering it pretty well now that they're able to group up. So
For everybody
Curious
watching
as
this
to-
currently, I challenge you on one thing, right? Is next time you see an engage happen, yes, the Legion does have FG, right? But next time you see this Vamana blink in and ult, just watch those damage numbers as best as you can, right? Obviously, I don't want you to miss the game either. But I'm telling you, man, Deathly Shriek is, this ultimate is getting so much value in that backline.
We're just gonna sit here and watch.
They have to. I mean, the Yu Wang Medusa have to get out of there, or they have to Aegis because he is. Or sorry, I got that backwards. Apologies. Scylla, CERN have to get out of there, or Aegis because he's just
getting
stomping.
half health there by Dirty Bubble.
Deathly
How's
Shriek
this trap
actually defending mid
trying
lane.
to keep his, Yep.
Robin actually
Still
doing a
not
lot of
so
damage
much.
to him. It's gonna force him to back. Medusa getting poked out. Ymir
think,
solo defending against 4. Pele blinks in. Scylla ults out.
Oh,
Pele
he got hit by
ults
it!
in. Buckwheat low extraordinarily dashes out. Timbo actually kills Pele. Deathly Shriek again. I challenge you to watch
That's
him. He
the onk.
instantly blows up. Right.
That's
that
the
onk.
onk.
Actually, that onk value is
You just
incredible.
press
there, right?
onk.
As soon as I said everybody watches damage numbers, he blinks in and insta dies right. But that's how it works. But
They're just getting them crits off. Left Phoenix is still up though. Mid Phoenix getting attacked now by Bubble. I think if you're Legion, you really just need to pick Bubble off and then try to make some plays with the rest of the team.
you soft
think
defend
they
this
need-
100%. If you can pick like that, absolutely take that pick 100% of the time, right? But you're fighting a 3v5, now 3v4. Ymir comes out. Buckwheat actually really low. Again, soft defense, ended up finding a pick. Unfortunately, they lose both Phoenixes, right?
Yep.
I commend the left Phoenix, right? That's kind of what you want to see in a position like that, especially, 2v4, considering the
This Scylla's making my brain hurt. This Scylla's making my brain hurt.
Scylla optic for breastplate last item. But considering it was a 2v4 on the left Phoenix at the moment, right, to get that pick is huge, expecting you're going to lose the Phoenix and then to still get out with your life. Unfortunately, losing the mid Phoenix isn't ideal, but
My head hurts. Why the
Yeah.
fuck does she have breastplate?
Scylla maximizing that cooldown. That's what that is. Maybe it's for that survivability when that Vamana blinks in. She knows that 31k damage didn't just
You're
appear.
fucking Scylla!
Yeah.
Somebody's been watching a lot of somebody's been watching a lot of what's that guy? Barbouche. Barbouche used to do that, right?
We do see the Spectral come out here on Deathly Streak, recognizing that CERN, man, he hits pretty hard.
Scylla's probably recognizing now, right, that Covey is probably, I have a bad issue with calling gods and goddesses names out instead of the players, but Covey is probably recognizing, hey, I'm doing a lot of damage. I'm doing enough and sufficient damage compared with this CERN. Maybe I just pick up a defensive item here so that I don't instant Vamana. But I agree, absolutely. Look, I'm trying to justify his train of thought. Me personally, I'm not getting that E-staff or that breastplate. But
you know, even if we make a defense of the breastplate,
that's my justification.
I think a Soul Reaver would go better than the Arethials.
No, fucking Rod. Go fucking Rod. It's essential for her. Go Rod.
But maybe, yeah, again, to mitigate the mannequins, like Operation Insane. I don't know.
But you're Scylla!
I'll have to take your word of train of thought on it. Deathly Shriek actually getting picked out. Ultimate does nothing. That Ankh, he is insta-burned.
They didn't even use Ankh in that fight. If you look, it's still actually up.
Oh, no. What was it? What did I see? I swear I saw an Ankh casted. I don't know what that purple flash was then.
That was Colonel, I think.
You know,
I don't know.
We do
Maybe it was
right
the Upshard, but I don't know.
I will say something very nice to see by the Apprentices here is every person has anti-heal. There's not a person on their team that does not have it.
You know, we're sitting, especially early game when we're saying that, oh yeah, it could have been Magi's Revenge as well, but I'm like...
Yeah, I think this is going back to what I was saying earlier before the game started. I think the comp is just set more in favor for these team fights with the Apprentices. You know, they just have that CC they can constantly go off of, whereas Legion right now is basically just trying to play pick me. And with this tier able to get back in this backline, I don't think the pick me is working very well. Last Phoenix goes down. They're about to have minions from fire minions from mid and dual lane come in here. If I'm Legion, I think I'm just looking to get Timbo out of the picture. I'm not really too worried about the damage from Scylla, so maybe just look for Timbo and Bubble.
Yeah, because she has breastplate!
It's the breastplate.
It's the breastplate.
Big Robin blink, actually. That kind of forces Medusa to beads. Dash out. It's not looking good. Legion's on their back legs here, for sure.
We can't really hate on this breastplate that much, though, when they are winning.
Look, again, I never doubt people's builds.
They're winning in spite of it.
Okay, so that purple that we see there is actually that Obshard proccing on him. Because it hit again, right? And then
it's E-staff. It's E-staff.
Or is it E-staff? Is that what it is? Whatever it is.
Ain't it?
It's one of the Scylla abilities that happened when, yeah, again, got hit. So it's E-staff. Yeah,
I think it's E-staff. Cast to fight.
It's got to be E-staff. Anyway, so we're looking here. Robin pushes in, backflips back out. Deathly Shriek blinks in. Root, he ults. Ox turns around. Look at this DPS, though, man. Look at this. He is hitting a tank, however. Pele falls. Scylla falls. Deathly Shriek looking at the Robin. 80s is going to fall as well to this Robin. Oh, man, this is crazy. Yu Huang trying to do as much damage. Big Ymir freeze. Wow. Spades throwing autos. Doesn't have any abilities out. There it is. The 2 comes out. Dude, Yu Huang hit so hard, man. God, hit so hard. Now they're on the
exactly what I think they needed here.
Defending the Alamo, right? The minions, fire minions pouring into the Titan room.
Legion needed, though. Able to get Bubble and Timbo down, as well as Covey. So, you know, that defense played really well off for them, in my opinion. Just need to get these waves under control.
I mean, they pushed the relics out, too, right? I mean, Scylla still has... Interesting to see that Scylla died with both relics active.
Oh yeah.
Right? Upgrades to breastplate of
Upgrading the
vigilance,
Why
reducing
that
basic
one?
attack. It's got to. That's.
Of all
I now agree with chat. I now agree with somebody said it in chat earlier to me. Operation N, I believe. It's she's trying to get rid of that Vamana mannequin mace.
I don't. You know what else takes care of it? Your ult when you have Soul Reaver and Ratatouille.
But that's what I'm believing. Right? Is she's thinking, man, this guy hurts.
Apprentices grouping up here for Gold Fury. Looks like they're going to just go ahead and start it. Still coming in. We see the 2 go down. 2 hits for a squishy.
This gold isn't gonna be contested.
Okay.
Yeah,
I just want to see. How much power does she have? How the fuck does she still have 900 power?
900 power.
Still a
buff?
passive OP.
She has to have red
Still a
pots. She has
passive,
to have red
right?
pots.
Red pots,
Still a passive
red
OP.
buff.
She has the 500 pot, not the 3k pot.
Yeah,
So that's
I mean,
still only, what, 15, 25%, something like that? Oh, blink.
oh, that's a big dash. He might be caught out here. No, he has forced to ult.
And the
Deathly
Onk.
Shriek.
And the Onk.
Doing some clobbering. On comes out. Scylla ult actually misses,
Good
but Robin
kill.
is chasing him down. Misses everything. Deathly Shriek is still trying to run away. Robin's gonna catch him and kill him. So Buckwheat falls. Deathly Shriek falls. It is now still a 4v4. Sir Patron falls to Timbo twice, not Timbo Slice. Ymir gonna catch this Robin, right? Do some damage. Turning on the Ymir. Sorry, Donlin.
Call an ambulance, but
Right,
not for
big
me.
damage out of Yu Huang right there. Yu Huang gonna 3 in. Medusa ult comes out. Donlin falls to Dirty Bubble. Aegis. And the Titan
And
falls.
that would be G1.
Game 1 goes to
There,
the Apprentices.
honestly, I just put that game to late game comp diff. I think there's a lot of good defenses there by Legion. I think, like I said, they just played too much of that pick me comp rather than having a comp that synergized well to that late game.
Game 1.
Some interesting defenses though.
Game 1, a 40-minute banger. Right. But then we look at these post-game stats. Again, you know, I say that the Medusa was going to be a problem. And in all fairness, right, 80s did do what was expected of him, especially in the early game. But look at Deathly Shriek's damage.
Yeah, lots of damage there by Big Baby.
I mean, that is nuts. I guess I could credit some of that to the Golden Blade Mannequin's Mace pickup, right? Which, seeing that damage now, maybe Covey can justify picking up that Breastplate of Vigilance.
No, he can't fuck you.
I don't know. Still had 30k. Kobe may be onto some new secret tech.
No, he's not. Imagine how much more he'd have with an actual build.
It was a very well played game, though. I definitely think Game 2 goes either way. These are very talented and smart players, right? You see the Gold Fury calls, the steals, the back and forths, all game constant. Just the battle that they put up, right, for almost 41 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we're in for a treat.
Take us to a break.
All right, and we'll see you for Game 2.
And I've been chilling, watching the ocean with you. Baby, up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our cloudlands when people change, but not us. And we just chilling, kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibe. tides will turn without us. And I'll be killing time like I might be a cartoon. Take it in real life like haiku. I know we got the good vibes when pieces fall right into place. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. Cause you got me holding. Play me like a bass guitar. Simmer down and mess me up. Tripping like I'm Jimmy at Woodstock. Drive me around in your red Ford. Shivers down my spinal cord. Oh. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding,
Here we go again. Trying hard, but you wanna be my friend. Ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. Here we go again. Call my bluff, I'ma be here till the end. I'm the one you ride, I'm the one you ride to. If you don't wanna change, ain't no place to hide, ain't no one.
One. You guys are live.
All
Yeah.
right. No, oh, you got it. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Sorry, man. I didn't know if I cut this for you or not, but we're back for game 2, ladies and gentlemen. Here with Legion and Apprentices. Apprentices taking their game 1. I do think that game 1 was mainly just a comp setting. Legion going with the pick me kind of team. Apprentices going with more of a team synergy for that late game. Looking to see some maybe some changes here going in. What are you thinking here, Owen?
I don't know. I don't. Yeah, there you see it right there, right? The Hades ban, pretty standard bans. From game 1, very similar. Aside from the Raven, Legion deciding, hey, this Raven was a little obnoxious, right? That burst damage, the immunity to everything we had to throw at him. I'd be interested to see if there's a Vamana ban, actually. Hoonbots being banned.
We're gonna go for that third jungle band here. Looks like they're just trying to ban out Bubble.
Yu Huang ban, actually. You know what? I agree with that, right? Because you see that Yu Huang value that Legion had. The ultimate that basically killed the entirety of Apprentices at one point.
Yeah. I think that's a good ban. Looks like Legion's got first pick. Curious to see what they're gonna go here. Oh, gonna go with that Emoja.
Tremble beneath the waves.
I mean, if they're comfortable on it, right? You said they had prior success on it, correct?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Then absolutely, I'm picking that Emoja. That thing's left open. Sorry, that thing. That goddess is left open. I'm taking it, right? Ban Yu Huang instead. And yeah, I'm picking that Emoja 10 out of 10 times. So if I know that I can play it well and that we have success on it, why not?
Fury!
I do just want to point out as we see the Pele locked in, I just noticed the Apprentices logo. I do just want to say that's actually really cool.
It actually is really cool.
But,
I do like that. Anyway, the Apprentice taking away the Pele from Legion.
Gonna go with G-Ball. It's looking here too. You know me. There's a saying about Yuchi, when he doesn't get Charybdis, he just F it in G-Balls. So really looking forward to seeing this G-Ball gameplay.
I think X-Balls are very I almost said underrated, right? But he had his moment to shine not that long ago. I still think that he's very strong. Cthulhu, actually. You know, I think that Legion is just a fan of what is it, Deathly Shriek, right? I think Deathly Shriek is just a fan of being able to get in there and get really active. So Cthulhu might be a god that fits him really well. Vulcan left unbanned. They're going to top 3 it absolutely.
Yep. The Vulcan getting through there. Curious to see how this goes. Vulcan with this comp so far, very easy setup with into the pyre. Is that Cthulhu's second really? Can't remember. But
oh, dude, I'm not good at. I'll just tell you all right now, I'm not good at remembering ability names, unfortunately. But Kepri locked. I said it game 1. That god is obnoxious, man.
Yeah.
So strong. You combo that with a Pele, and your backline is gonna have a tough time. Or sorry, the enemy backline is gonna have a tough time.
Yep. That just gives Pele a free. Hey, I got ult. I'm going in. Kevin being like, I got you, babe.
Cupid, one of the hunters that is successful in fighting X-Ball, being taken off the board. Morgan. I don't think, was Morgan banned game 1? No, right?
No.
Right, at one point I remember thinking, I'm kind of surprised Morgan's not being played here. Morgan finding her way into the meta. Kind of busting down the wall into the meta, you could say, right? Morgan is very strong mage, especially paired with that Cthulhu. I'm assuming Legion bans it, thinking, hey, we don't want to give Apprentices the same value out of this god as we do because they haven't selected their mid yet. CERN being banned, and then Discordia being banned.
Also, with them not picking it up where the Vulcan was, I think them not going for magical is huge here. I'm personally not a fan of for magical. I would rather for physical. So I'm not opposed to banning the Morgan out there.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. The Morgan ban makes sense, 100%. But I will say, I like this Bologna pick.
Bit spicy into the Cthulhu, I am assuming here.
I don't know, man.
Maybe actually be Vulcan.
You ever seen a full attack speed Cthulhu?
I have. I have actually enjoyed that.
Well, I was just asking because I haven't.
It's actually very funny with the animations. Don't recommend it in ranked anybody, but if you're just looking for something funny to do in casual, it's pretty fun.
Ratatasker being hovered. I like Rat. I'm a big Rat fan. Man, strong in the solo. Obviously, he's not going to be picked up here for solo lane, right? But strong in the solo lane, strong in the jungle, easy rotations, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Rat. Yeah, I was about to say I don't think Rat is a bad pick here. I would definitely be looking at playing that.
Yeah, personally like the Rat here. It looks like we got more of that team synergy going with the Legion this time around. I mean, Apprentices still got that strong comp themselves. You know, Pele can go in,
Let the hunt
they got that Kepri there for that safety. Artemis getting locked in here on the side of Legion as well. Depending on this last pick, so far, I think Legion's comp overall in these late fights is just going to be a lot better. That RDL going to burn them beads into them Emoji stuns, Vulcan 3s. Right now,
I'm liking this comp out of Legion a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of annoyances. I think if you just play to get this Vulcan and Artemis online, I think Legion's got a very good chance of just running this one as of now. Yet to see who,
I'm interested to see this mid lane pick for sure.
The Apprentices. I'm thinking, they banned out the disco. I want to say Baba just because I feel it's.
I should have created a world that you did not exist in.
Get kind of destroyed here too. Tiamat not a bad option, I guess. Still got that CC immunity in your ult, in the ground stance. So
Oh, I like Tiamat, right? Again, I expected like a Baba Yaga, like you were saying, something along those lines. I think the Tiamat's not a bad pick into this comp because now I'm looking at the Apprentices side of things, right? And that's a lot of dive. I mean, your mage is going to be getting in there as well, right? So I think that they might be expecting to kind of counter dive in a sense, right? When the Cthulhu or the rat gets in there,
Yep.
they might be looking to just kind of skedaddle past him and blow up Legion's backline. At least in their minds, right? That could be what they're thinking.
yeah, I think they're going for a playstyle I like to call the wave. So if you think of waves on the beach, they pull back, let you kind of walk into them, and then they push back. I think that's the type of play we're gonna have to see out of the Apprentices here for a win. But both comps looking very strong. I think if Legion is just able to get these picks off in this first initiations, as it's looking like they're going to be the ones going in more, I think. Like I said, the Prince is going for that counter.
Oh yeah.
So I think if Legion is able to get at least a pick or something off these starts, I think they have the better comp. But
I second you, right? I'm looking at Legion's comp and I'm sitting here thinking, like, man, that is a lot of damage, especially burst damage, right? And we saw it game one. Legion had success finding a lead, and actually a rather large. Granted, they didn't win the game, right? I guess you could say they in some kind of either. I don't know if I would say they threw or maybe the Apprentices just clawed their way back, right? But we do know one thing: Legion is successful at building a lead. So I think that if Legion builds a lead similar to last game, it may be a little more fruitful for them this game. Especially, I mean, that Vulcan gets ahead, that Artemis gets ahead. If that Cthulhu gets ahead, I mean,
you can play off every lane. I think Shriek can hold his own though, especially against the Bellona. Just my personal opinion. So I think if you can just get Apti ahead here on this Artemis or maybe Spades on the Vulcan, I think that's just going to play a huge transfer into these team fight stages.
Absolutely. If Cthulhu can keep that passive applied to Bellona, forgive me for not remembering the name of it, but if he can keep that applied to Bellona, right? He just every time Bellona does that, goes to spin and smash, man. The Cthulhu just ones her right out of it.
Yeah.
Or dashes, right? Even dashes Bellona right out of it. So I think that the solo matchup will definitely be something to behold. But this duo lane, I'm kind of thinking the early game is going to be. It's hard to tell, man. I think I favor Kepri X-Ball in this early game.
I do as well, just for the simple fact Artemis doesn't have very good wave clear. Their three's up pretty often, but you're not going to outclear G-Ball with his one just able to go through the wave. The Kepri burn on I believe it's Kepri's too. Forgive me,
Yes.
not very familiar with magical gods. But whatchamacallit, I think Clear's just gonna go to them, but I think Legion is prepared for that. Like I said, I think just play off the Vulcan maybe in mid at the start. Once Apti starts to get some items online, maybe try to do something over there. But I think just until these ults are up, maybe an item or so in, Artemis not really looking to fight, just kind of chill, vibe, and farm.
I think that a large portion of this early game will be spent farming, right? Even you look at the early game mid 2v2, right? Pele Tiamat versus Reditasker Vulcan. I think that like you said, a lot of it will be spent farming, and then whoever builds the bigger lead, I think, will dictate the game, right? Vice last game we watch Apprentices claw back. I think that this game might be a little more different if the Legion finds themselves in a similar lead position about midway through the game.
And I think it was a good job by Legion here, recognizing, their comp screams a lot more, hey, when we group up, we're just gonna run it down. Whereas I feel their last game was a bit more of, hey, we got the skill, let's go for the pick me kind of comp. and Bubble was just able to capitalize off that. So I think that's a good job recognizing, hey, maybe we need to try a comp where we can just kind of work together here, but still hold our own.
Switching all over the game.
You know, it's like it's one of those. Man, what were we missing last game? Oh, I know. We were missing big
Vacancy game
circles.
now.
All right, but big circles, man. So going into the game, again, nothing too crazy. Looks like Lil Bean opting for the Death Soul this time.
I like Penguin Pimp here, recognizing, last game we got the purple mini stolen. So just checking to make sure Donlin's there.
I'm not crazy, right? Is that a different support?
Yes, that's
Absolutely
right. Penguin Pimp is going to be there. It looks like Buckwheat has gone solo, as well as Lil Nino is now an ADC over here. It does appear Shriek is over here on ADC as well for Legion now, as well as after being over in solo on the Cthulhu.
A lot of mix-ups. I like it. I like it, man. Maybe they just recognized some shortcomings and then had an internal discussion like, hey, I think I would be more fruitful if we draft like this and I play this role, right? But actually, to our surprise, the Artemis and the Emoji find themselves with pressure.
This actually pretty interesting to me. Streak over here saying, I guess I'll just run it down to G-Ball. Pretty impressive there, in my opinion.
Pretty standard builds again across the board. Looks like Cthulhu's.
Yeah,
Okay, never mind. Thought I saw a gank coming for a second. But Cthulhu doing the conduit start. Oh, actually, Penguin Tip finding himself low and in a dangerous position. Lil Bean gets the dash second. Good choice, right? Get out of there really quick, especially if the other duo lane has pressure.
Yeah, personally in ranked, I've been really surprised. A lot of G-Balls I've been going against have been they're 2 second. It's been pretty interesting to me.
What did they get first?
They're one. I actually ran into a G-Ball that started his 3 the other day. That was a bit of an interesting game, but
do most X balls? Again, I don't play ADC, and does most X balls go their poison darts first?
Yes. It's your best clear.
Personally,
Right? It's your best clear.
personally, I start my 1. Especially depending on
good. You see a blink in, the stun
Penguin
comes out, and
Pimp
Penguin Pimp falls to Ratatasker.
Yeah.
Good heads up on Sir Patron calling him out at that. I don't know what that creature's called. Is that called a Naga? I don't know. The little scrolly person, right?
Yep.
Naga, the scrolly person. That's what I'm gonna call it. Scrolly person. Hey, they're over here trying to take our scrolly. Hey, why don't you blink on in here and secure this kill?
But Lil Jimmy getting picked up by Shriek. Whatchamacallit. But yeah, with G-Ball personally, I like starting the 1. The Boa, especially with the Kepri here, I feel it's your best chance. You just keep hitting the 1. You got Dust Toll. Just kind of keeps your mana up, especially when you have more minions there. Your Dust Toll actually works wonders on G-Balls, in my opinion.
I do like, again, granted it is a role swap, right? So he may have a little bit more of a preference, right? But I do like that we're seeing the more, as I was saying last game, the more, I guess, what can be considered meta ADC build out of both carries.
Losing a lane.
80s finding some early game success into Bologna. Kind of unexpected, right? You would think this, I don't know, man. I guess Conduit again, right on Guardians of Soul Lane is very strong, right? Giving him that damage necessary to bully Bologna out a little bit.
Yep.
Nothing crazy. About this time last game, we were watching Legion actually invade the buffs, but it looks like they're not looking for that this game.
Yeah, I'm actually rather enjoying watching Shriek over here on this Artemis. It's kind of funny to me. I've only ever seen him play support or solo. You see
Sorry,
the
Paul.
rat?
Rat ult comes in. Sorry, had to step away for a second. Good dash. Unfortunately, Sir Patron playing that perfectly, recognizing, hey, this X-Ball's gonna dash. Yamoja ult comes out. I think Sir Penguin Pimp falls here as well. Yamoja actually getting the kill. Big heads up again from the rat attack. Ooh, looks like a solo kill. 80s, letting Bologna know. I mean, I don't know what Cthulhu's actual thing is. I'm just gonna call him the King of Madness, right?
Descent into madness.
Descent into Madness, there it is, dude. Showed him what Descent into Madness really means. I mean, that ultimate's really strong, right? It's hard to run away from that because that's a giant circle.
Yep.
Pele actually recognizing, hey, he's backing. I think I'm gonna go take this blue buff. Maybe finding herself in a little bit of trouble if she stops for this total.
He's upset.
That is a level 6 Cthulhu. That Pele doesn't want to fight that right now, I promise. But
nope. But
oh, like I was saying, sorry, that gank right there. Sir Patron recognizing X-Ball is gonna dash, right? Holding on to his dash and his acorns, knowing, hey, I need to catch up to this guy if we're gonna secure this kill. So again, you know, just the small recognizations and macros that it requires to know things like that.
Yep, do agree with you on that. We do see Scorpion getting secured here by Legion. Scorpion's still up on the side of Apprentices.
Patron backing, opting for the, correct me if I'm wrong, that's the acorn that has the crit, right?
No.
Is that crit? No, sorry. It's a 5 acorns.
Yes.
I don't know, I'm a soul laner, I never go anything but the double spinny boy, you know what I mean?
Fun.
But yeah, 5 acorns. That's so strong, man, you know? Just out of range of that dash, Donlin's just gonna take his milk and run.
Why'd you say that?
X-Ball getting the milk in the duo lane though, so it's okay. We'll just trade. Nothing too crazy right now, positioning wise, right? Pretty standard. Mid 2v2, Yamoja rotating over earlier than Kepri though.
I do want to point out still though real quick, Lo Nino not getting his Devos online yet. Shriek stacking his up now, already 15 stacks ahead.
Shriek is just one of those players where how do I say? I guess a good player. I don't really have to say one of those players, right? Shriek's a good player. It seems that he finds success for the most part in whatever lane he's put in, right?
Yep.
Just a good heads-up player. Again, knowing how to build a lead, right? Coming straight out of the soul lane into ADC, not missing a beat.
Yep, very good player overall. Aptly over here, you know, also finding success in the soul lane coming from ADC.
Yeah, Apti basically saying, hey, go ahead and disarm me. I don't auto-attack anyway, I'm Cthulhu. But
I would like to say that that diamond skin on Cthulhu looks pretty nice on the overplay here.
Oh, I am a fan of the diamond skins on the mastery skins on Cthulhu, I would say. Looks like a gank over in duo lane possible. Pele hovering around a little bit, maybe wanting to cut off the exit, decides, maybe not. Here comes Rat ultimate. Interesting to see who he goes for here. Just out of range. Pele maybe still being caught. Big Emoji 3, huge damage from Vulcan. Ultimate comes out, is it going to hit the mark? Just out of range. That 3 getting 30 bubble out of there with that movement speed. I guess we'll just take the purple buff and the milk and out.
Apti over here just beating Buck down.
Ultimate trying to get out of there. Apti doesn't care. He's gonna want this double solo kill. He's gonna take this dive, using his 3, using his auto attacks the whole 9 yards. Actually ends up dying to the tower.
Tower's OP, guys.
I mean, at that point, if I'm Buckwheat, I'm going to recognize, hey, I'm probably dead here. I might as well hit him with 1 auto in hopes that I secure that kill, right? Penguin Pimp juking himself out, actually. Tiamat stuns, and he misleads the dash. But Apti actually losing another blue buff, possibly. Looks like they're there to defend it, though. Maybe use your, Pele's gonna pop the 3 and run. In the famous words of Zhonghui, right? Turn tail and run. Blue is secured, and
You
gonna get
know,
Bologna
you
looking for
gotta
total.
you gotta get that Umoja water to put out that Pele fire. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, that was bad. That was.
It's hard to make good fight jokes, man. It really
I
is.
know, it's okay. I don't blame you.
You know, ironically though, some I didn't even think about till just now. Both ADCs, gods of the moon. So curious, which moon's gonna prevail?
Is Artemis the god of the moon?
Is Artemis the goddess of the moon?
I thought she was the goddess of the hunt.
moon. She's the goddess of the hunt, but she's also the goddess of the moon. Apollo was the god of the sun.
Really? Big. That's that Artemis, man. That ultimate. Forcing the beads dash, Deathly Shriek holding on to the. Is a hail of arrows, correct, right? The hail of arrows
Hail
until.
of Arrows is
Hail
an
of Arrows.
Ul ability.
Yeah.
Is that an Uller ability? Man,
an
I've been playing
Uller
too much.
ability.
I've been playing too much. Whatever, man. The 3 for the secure, the kill secure. Whatever. I've been playing too much. When I do place my once a week, I play with her. So. Hey, this is why I told you guys I'm not good with ability names, but Legion picking up the Gold Fury, rather uncontested. I think they're just gonna get it, walk away.
Yep.
Good zoning work by Apti.
Yeah, he's just in here in mid, like, hey guys, I came to visit. Hey, by the way, my team did gold. I'm going back to lane now. Everybody's
Again,
like,
you know, we said Legion does find success in the early game leads from what we saw last game, and they're showing it again. Over 3,000. Gold and XP differential.
You know, without being partial, Legion is my team. I do often reference them to the Jade Dragons kind of playstyle. Just, you know, they like swapping the roles up. They like keeping things interesting. They like we had said, they're good at just keeping that early lead, even though the Dragons don't like being called an early team. But I think that's just what they thrive at, and they're good at trying to capitalize off that and just do what they need to do for it.
You know, and as big as the XP disparity we see is, right, that's kind of all across the board. You see it, most of it's in the dual lane.
Yeah. PBM/PandaCat question mark.
Rat ult comes in, Vulcan ult comes in, off the knockup, huge Kepri ult, recognizing that Dirty Bubble's gonna get double ulted. Cthulhu ult comes out with the Emoja. Someone has to fall here. Tiamat, Giga Chaddick diving into the Emoja ult, no fear whatsoever. Looking to burn down this Cthulhu, unfortunately too much HP. Looks like Rat, maybe? Finds a secure? No, he doesn't. Surprisingly, out of the 9 ultimate abilities used in that engagement, not a single person falls. I guess you could say that Dirty Bubble fell.
Hold on now, though, because if anybody tries to step back up, Shriek still has ult here.
Oh yeah, I mean the Artemis ult, strong team fight ult too. Take the Pyro at the possible cost of a 2-1 tower. It looks like maybe not. Wave pushes up, and after TP's over, letting him know, hey, I want to flex my Cthulhu muscles on you.
Hey man, you can't have this tower. This belongs to our moon.
Sorry if you guys heard that. I have a dog.
Lanes.
I have a dog war behind me. Maybe get that solo farm, push that lead a little bit with Deathly Shriek, right? Bologna ult comes up. Not looking good for Deathly Shriek here, actually. Unless he could somehow find success in killing this Pele, he's gonna fall. Buckwheat, actually.
You know, not 3 kills yet, so it's not a full shutdown, but purple will be stolen by Lil Nino off of that.
Pretty
He's out. He's
pretty
out.
good recognition.
Oh,
Ooh, Cthulhu dashing in. Yamoja with the big 3. Looks like Lil Nino's still safe.
He's still out.
Apti showing absolutely no fear. I am fighting you. I'm not going to get it, but I am going to fight you for this totem. Getting the dash in, and just go back to clearing the wave.
That's just that conduit, man. The ability to be able to do true damage on a Guardian, I think is pretty nutty. Or is the true damage only on the upgrade? Because I thought it was, is it just for minions on the... I'm not too familiar with magicals.
I don't know, you can't build conduit on Uller, so I'm not 100% sure.
No. Bluestone said it. I love Bluestone.
Looks like it is true damage, even on the tier 1. So yeah, I mean,
Just a
that
max of
explains
40.
why that starter is really strong, especially on Guardians in that lane.
Yeah. Cthulhu just stacks that madness on you, gets that one-off, big burst, as well as just makes him tankier.
Looks like a little crowding around the fire giant, just in case anyone wants to try to sneak it. Right, Deathly Shriek going back to duo lane, realizing, hey, this Bologna disarm is not fun. I think that we need to swap back. I'm not a big fan.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
Looking for this blue invade. I'm curious to see the outcome of this. Looks like they
Secured by
secure it. Secure it. Walk away. Oh, Pele actually blinking in. That is a. You know, I'm surprised to see that Pele actually did that much damage. That was
coming around here. If he can just get that 2-3 off, I think he gets the kill here.
I mean, that was pretty. It was a pretty good engagement by that Pele. Nino looking for it. The shell comes out though. Does Nino pursue this? Level 13, right? Doesn't get hit by the almost. I'm just gonna say it. The hail of arrows. So in return, they're gonna pull the Gold Fury. I would be careful here though. This Artemis backs. You're down the ADC, but they're down on Bologna.
I think they're just making sure everybody's grouped here while Artemis makes their way back up. You know, keeping them from getting that far, making them have to be here for this possible fight. But it looks like everybody's going to spread back out, chill it out, back to a Cold War type situation. Who's going to pull what?
Again, pretty standard builds across the board, right? Nothing too crazy. We don't see any breastplates yet, aside from the Cthulhu.
No, but we do see the Chronos here on Kobe this time. Me and Hunter had talked about this one set before. Just not too big a fan of Chronos right now. Me and Hunter agreed on. Gives you that extra tick on that cooldown, but you know, there's other options you could go, such as Mirrodin, you know, maybe a Soul Gem later if you really needed 40%.
I agree with you guys there. I mean, hold that thought. Pele actually getting half health. Rat's gonna go up. I'm interested to see who he goes on here. Probably the T. Nope. Yep, there it is, right there. Big acorn. It's hard to miss when there's 5 of them, right? Double spin, Cthulhu ult, Emoji ult comes out. Every ultimate expended, essentially. Bologna falls. Looks like Tiamat should fall here too. Deathly Shriek getting a double kill, and Dirty Bubble getting away with almost getting away with no health. Sir Patron, Ratatasker blinking in.
Yeah, that was a good blink there by Patron. Overall, that whole fight was perfectly played by Legion, in my opinion.
It was a very good fight.
Except securing the Gold Fury.
Except for securing the Gold Fury, absolutely. Right, so, but, I mean, if I have to trade 5 members of the, if I have to trade the Gold Fury for 5 members of the enemy team in a Fire Giant, I would probably be willing to do the same thing, right? FG is going to go to the side of Legion, probably Pyromancer as well. Yep, you see him pick it up right now. Legion is in a very good position here. Almost a 6,000 gold lead. And, I was hoping you wouldn't pull up the gold lead tab so that if my math was off, I wouldn't be embarrassed. My math. No, we're good though. You see that? That is almost 6,000, right? And you round up a little bit, but.
Yep.
But yeah,
it's going now.
So,
XP
5 point.
I'm always a big fan of paying attention to the XP as well as the gold. You know, this XP going almost the point it was pulled up almost 5,000, but coming back down to about 4.5 right now, staying on the side of Legion.
I mean, it's important.
Gold gets you the items, but those levels always stack up to just your regular ability.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the disparity at 2 levels in the ADC, 1 in the support. Again, support doesn't necessarily matter right now, especially when they are relatively close. 2 levels actually. Now, I guess you could say maybe 1.5, but yeah, 2 ADC, 2 of the just all across the board outside of mid. Just Legion asserting dominance. Bologna going in, appropriate disarm. Bologna ult is out. I'm interested to see what happens here. Cthulhu has the dash out. Vulcan ult is expelled. Actually hits 3 members of Apprentices. Cthulhu comes out. Everybody is on the run. This is what the Cthulhu does late game, right?
Yep. Just
cancel that ult.
Go big.
Leave. Looked pretty big there.
Operation and making the comment, hey guys, let's roll swap. We could do better.
Bubble 2020. Legion is just, you know, we said it before in the picks and bans. It's you look at this team comp and you're just like, man, if these guys get a lead, it's gonna be hard to crawl your way back.
Yeah.
Not impossible, right? But it will be very difficult.
Yeah. Something also I'd like to point out for any team looking to try the whole roll swapping thing, it's something you gotta practice. It's not something you just jump into. It's actually kind of rather difficult to pull off if you have a player that only really knows one role or something. So able to see both these teams try and make it work here is very interesting.
Oh yeah, I would argue too that Legion. It's hard to say that the Apprentices role swap made them better or worse, right? Or is it the Legion's role swap made them just better? I do see that Deathly Shriek is, again, like I said, finding actually Pele full committing on a Deathly Shriek and getting absolutely fried. He did put out some good DPS, right? But I think that maybe if that Vulcan's not there, might have a better chance.
Yep, probably would have went the other way, but the moment Spades pulled up, I would have probably just abandoned that. And
it's interesting to see too is the Pele being level 17, and arguably, I guess, very behind the majority of the Legion team, right? And then still seeing Dirty Bubble inflict that much damage. In a burst onto the ADC. That's something scary. If I'm Legion, I'm not wanting this to be another 40-41 minute game where they get an opportunity to match. I'm probably looking to get these towers, get these Phoenixes knocked out quick, group for the next FG, and then force a fight and close it out.
Yeah. The other thing I'd like to bring up too is I'm not too much of a jungler myself, but I did think Soul Eater is like a core item on Pele, is it not?
You could argue, right, that Soul Eater was nerfed, and that it's not as strong anymore. However, I'm a big believer still in the Soul Eater on gods that utilize it well. Like you said, Pele being one of them. I still think that Soul Eater is a very strong item on Pele, absolutely. So seeing him not go for that Soul Eater is rather interesting. But again, Crusher finding itself more into the meta in the jungle. Yellow Numbies doing yellow Numby things, Brawlers coming out because you're going to need that anti-healing into the Emoja, especially with that Fey Blessed and Artemis Lifesteal. And then Erendite, also one of those items that's arguably necessary on Pele coming off of that ultimate. But I do agree with you. I do think that Soul Eater could have been utilized. Maybe it would have changed things, but there's no way to really know.
We got all 5 here for Legion on this fire respawn, and we do have the G-Ball pushing left, so I'm curious if anybody's going to go into that.
Bologna doing the smart thing, inflicting DPS on the back line instead of hitting the FG directly to steal it. Unfortunately falls. FG still not secured, but we do see the ultimates come out and Apprentices actually steal it. You could argue that maybe that Vulcan ult was used poorly. But Cthulhu wrecking havoc. He's going to kill that Tiamat. Khepri may be able to get away while Lil Bean, X-Ball extraordinaire, taking that Phoenix in return. And just like that, again, we see Apprentices finding themselves in a position. Yeah, despite having 4 members of their team wiped out, they might have an opportunity to bring something back.
Yep. They lose 4 here. Do secure fire though and keep it on Lil Nino. Lil Nino being one of the 2 people you really want that fire on right now.
I do think that it was a very heads up
You know-
play. I'm not saying Vulcan's ult was used wrongly, right? But maybe look more into securing that FG rather than inflicting DPS. But Buckwheat getting in there, getting active. If I am Legion, I am not pursuing this Phoenix anymore. There's 3 members up. We are half health. I am leaving. Lona ult comes out. Cthulhu has the dash out. Yamoja primary target now. X-Ball dashing in. Looks like Yamoja will fall, but she will ult in the... Oh! I spoke too soon. Donlin, actually, by the skin of his teeth, a big heads ult to get that Omi regeneration to be able to dash out of there. I guess dash out of there, portal out of there, however you want to describe it.
I'm curious if Shriek's got enough for his. He does. He's got his Silver Branch online now. I think getting that online here and just being able to be a complete nuisance with this ult being back up, I think it's going to be huge for this next team fight here.
Once again, Shriek back at the top.
I do think that
Also, just taking it away with damage. Looking back up at that, the numbers are
Oh,
not
man.
even close. Up a whole 10k on above Apti here, who's in second for this damage.
I might just say it a third time. Shriek finding success in whatever role he plays in this set. Yeah.
You know, it's something I like about him though. He's always willing to try to do what the team is thinking is best for the situations they're in. Recognizing maybe, hey, maybe if I go over here, we put Apti in solo, maybe we can get some more pressure off this Cthulhu he can play.
Oh yeah. I mean, it. Maybe Apti. Maybe they had that pregame conversation. Hey, what do we want here? Hey, Cthulhu looks good here, and then Apti being like, "Hey, do you play it deathly? Oh no, I don't. Do you? Yeah, I do. Okay, well let's swap." I mean, I've seen instances where stuff like that happens. I'm not saying that that's what occurred, but I mean,
I will say
maybe.
these boys are always scrimming, trying what they're comfortable with, seeing what is going to go down. Apti dashing back in here, just trying
Apti
to
not being afraid. Serpatron coming behind, dashing in. May look for the stun here on X-Ball. Decides not. Spin to win. Back up a little bit. Smack the Tiamat babies. Get them off the map. Looks like a 3-2 split here.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they almost had this middle Phoenix down the first time. They still, I forgot, Fire Giant did get stolen, so only Lil Nino with fire right now.
Bologna split pushing actually. If they successfully defend this Phoenix, this could be worth it to them. Right? Looks like Legion. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hard to
Straight
tell
to
Legion
the
wants
hole.
this or not. If Legion's gonna go for it, they should probably do it now, right? Before that Bologna gets to the Phoenix. They either need to disengage or they need to engage. Looks like they opt to disengage. Seeing that Bologna way over there. Cthulhu does have TP.
Very
Bologna.
because I think with that wave that was just pushed up before it was cleared, you know, with the Bologna being there, you can have you know, Cthulhu ults up, just send him, have him back, go over there, place the ward down for TP for him. I think with,
Come right back.
Yeah, I think with Shriek having ult up, they could have tried to contest that middle Phoenix there.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. Yeah, the Cthulhu backs, finds a spot to back in the jungle, backs, shows face to that Bologna, makes sure that Bologna backs up, and then just goes right back into the fight faster than Bologna can. So looks like a little bit of a setup for FG. Time to get some wards out.
They do have 2 shells up now on the side of the Apprentices for this Yamoja.
It's a lot of survivability.
Yeah. Hopefully they can pull it off. You know, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people have been closed off this Yamoja ult here.
Oh, Donlin, you know, we said it before. He's found success on the Goddess. Why not play her again?
Yeah.
And we kind of saw it earlier with his narrow escape. Apti, not scared of anything. Obviously, taking Cthulhu, dashes in, probably gonna ult here. There it goes. Goes off. Penguin Pimp actually getting slammed. Rat's in the air. Rat's going to land down on Dirty Bubble. Dirty Bubble falls. Apti still in the back, wrecking havoc. Look at this space that's being created really quick, right? You've got Kobe to the left, little Nino going to the right. Allows Patron to push up and pick the mid laner and the solo laner.
Buckwheat with a triple? Can he get the Penta here?
No.
Oh, Shriek.
Leslie Shriek being a thief, man. A stone cold thief right there.
I can't lie. That was pretty dirty there.
Right Phoenix goes down.
You know, all of them down. You know, get this right Phoenix here. Your left Phoenix is back up. But it looks like they're just going to try to go for the end. I would have liked to see the fire play here being an EFG.
I think that
it looks like
just Nino zone him out a little bit, right? Or kill him. I guess the best zoning. What's the best defense is a good offense. So the Titan will fall, and Legion will take him too.
My boy is
again,
put my words in my mouth.
You know, we just look at that right there. Like I tried to call it out. When Apti's up there, man, you look at the space that's being created. He had the support and solo laner in front of him, and he split the ADCs, plural, the DPS squads separately. I mean, Lil Nino was forced to run right into the solo lane T2 area, while Covey was forced to run to the speed buff. I mean, that's exactly what you want out of a solo laner, right? Because they're not there working in unison to burst anybody down. They're both on the retreat, and they're separated, allowing for your jungler or any other god who's faster than them to chase them down into a 1v1 or 2v1 situation.
Yeah, I think Opti just being, like you had said, on that Cthulhu, that space he was able to create where Shriek could just run in or Patron could just run in, get these stuns off. You know, it was massive. Donlin was so many good finesse plays there too as well.
Oh, I mean, I've Apprentices. I mean, game one game plan worked with the bans and everything, right? Yeah. I'm looking at this game and I'm thinking, like, man, do we maintain the same bans? Because if we do, the Emoji and the Artemis aren't there.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that the Emoji and the Artemis were definitely a big problem.
I mean, that first wave we saw, man, we were both saying, you know, G-Ball and Kepri should just out clear here. We just saw them come in, full pressure that, just get everything grouped and knock it out.
And it's not to say that the Apprentices played bad either. I mean, you see some good heads up macro, you know, with the split pushing, Lil Nino recognizing that Fire Giant was stolen and that they're that Legion is going to want to chase that down, you know, in anger and frustration, and realizing, hey, I think I could get a Phoenix over here. He takes a Phoenix and then he gets away. Almost put them in a position where they could, you know, they could contest the win for the game. But unfortunately, the Cthulhu space creation, the healing from Yamoja, the ultimates, I mean, the Vulcan burst damage, Artemis, it was just ultimately was too much with that late game lead.
Yep, 10k healing off of Donlin here on the Myoja as well. Personally, you know, everybody did well. But I just think the amount of setup Apti and Donlin were able to provide this game, man, it was just so huge and so many fights. Drone and Shriek able to capitalize off it. We saw Shriek get a couple solo kills as well. Overall, just I think Legion just performed so amazingly there as a group.
That damage, man. I'm banning Deathly Shriek out. I don't care what role he's in. If I'm, no, I'm just playing. But Deathly Shriek definitely showing that he can play whatever role the team needs him to. Well, I guess at least 2 roles, solo ADC. Anyway, we're gonna roll into a short intermission, right? Get ready for game 3.
Yep.
1-1.
See you in a second, everybody.
Watching the ocean with you, baby, up with a slow motion crew, and we up in our clouds when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey, and I don't need to speak a single word. You got me holding, got the good vibes when pieces fall right into place. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. You got me holding, play me like a bass guitar, simmer down and mess me up, tripping like I'm Jimmy at Woodstock. Drive me around in your red Ford, shivers down my spinal cord. Oh, 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 oh. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding,
Here we go again. Trying hard, but you wanna be my friend. Ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. Here we go again. Call my bluff, I'ma be here till the end. I'm the one you ride, I'm the one you ride to. If you don't wanna change, ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. If you don't wanna change, I can help you out, 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 I can help you out. Here we go again. Time is up and I'm calling up my friends. Ain't no wonder why, ain't no one to ride to. Here we go again. Call me up and you wanna be my friend. I'm the one you ride, I'm the one you ride to. If you don't wanna change, ain't no place to hide.
And I've been chillin', watching the ocean with you. Baby, up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our clouds when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding.
And you got it again.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Game 3 here between Legion and Apprentices. First game, we saw a great team fight presence come out of the Apprentices. Legion answered back Game 2 with a very good team comp of their own. Going into Game 3 here now to decide the set, we see Yamoja, Ravana, and Daji, man. Anything on your mind, Owen, as we go into this Game 3?
Like we said, post-game... post-game, Game 2, right? If I'm on the side of Apprentices, I'm just taking it back to the Game 1 bans, because we saw what happens when the Emoji and Artemis get through, right?
Yep.
The only argument you could make is the Cthulhu worth a ban. Legion, for the most part, still banning those 3 junglers, right? They saw the success on Robin, and they know that Daji and Hoonbots are also strong.
Yep. Banning out Bubble again. I fear off his performance from Game 1, I gotta think in Legion's mind, they're seeing him as the main threat on this team. Just trying to keep him off of some picks he may be able to run the game with.
Greetings, friend.
There's the Kepri taken away.
Yep, Legion grabs the Kepri here, making sure the Apprentices do not have a chance to run that back. We saw that Kepri have some good ults last game, but overall, they were just picking him off first in all those team fights. What were your thoughts on just kill the Kepri before anything else?
I mean, it works. You force the Kepri to ult himself or to just die, and I guess you don't really got to worry about him as much, right? The Apprentices, you got to wonder if the Apprentices are going to take a page out of Legion's book and stick to the same kind of game plan when it comes to fighting around this Kepri, because you saw how confident that lock-in was, right? That wasn't even hovered, man. That thing was slammed in.
Dragons
You
of the
won't
rivers,
take it for the
obey my
Apprentices.
call.
Yeah, just grabbing the Yu Hong here, seeing what they answer back with. I do like the Legion also. With these top picks, everybody, at least most people that I know and have played with myself, including myself, we all agree getting second pick where you can grab 2 of those OP picks is just a lot better. But playing it safe with this Kepri, seeing what they answer back with, looking like a Yu Hong Thor. And now that lets you see the better options here on this comeback around.
Last game we saw the Morgan ban. Cthulhu insta-locked again. After the success with the space creation and the 2 solo kills, and then the power of the mid lane, I kind of expect this Cthulhu and Vulcan to be locked again, and 3 magical again right off the bat for Legion. But like we said last game when we saw that Morgan ban, right? Hey, why has no one played Morgan Game 1? I'm kind of looking at Thor the same way right now. Thor very strong in this meta after recent buffs, especially coming out of the solo lane. I just wonder, is that a flex pick? What role is that Thor really going into? Thor is very strong. I think that Dirty Bubble, if he finds success on Gods with Robin, Daji, Hoonbot's playstyle, where they almost require a sense of or a sort of full commit, Thor kind of falls in line with that, right? You dunk in, combo, and then you just kind of auto until you die. Expecting it.
I typically play this division. I know a lot of people in it. And Bubble, man, he's definitely one of the better junglers. Just, man, is very good. Having him on Thor here is pretty scary. As I had said, they got the 3 bans off on him to start with. Now this hurts my soul. I'm known as a Charybdis one trick, as I say every week, so seeing the ban here makes me a bit sad.
Apprentices, seeing that Vulcan locked and just going, that Cthulhu Vulcan lock and just going, oh man, not again, and just getting that Artemis off the board right away, right? Then the X-Ball ban to follow. And then you kind of spoke on the Charybdis ban, Ishtar being picked. That's the only goddess in Smite that I have not played yet.
I will leave standing no barrier to our success.
I get a lot of people find it funny. I had Ishtar Diamond in the first week because I have this obsession with having every 100 diamond. So I literally non-stop played her the whole first week to get her diamond. She's pretty fun. My opinions on her though is comp. She's too easy to shut down. I feel really. I do think she's pretty solid into Cupid. If he ults, you just ult. Don't expend your beads.
May the gods of
Pretty good at
Valkyrie
locking
surround
the
you!
1v1s in lane. I think when it just comes to getting ganked, if they catch you dash, you kind of just caught out. This Odin though is surprising lock-in to see here. Just trying to trap that Cthulhu. I'm assuming when he ults.
You know, I'm wondering, are they going to show us now why this Cupid was banned every game? But Reddit Tasker repicked, and then yeah, like you said, Odin. Interesting.
Yeah, basically almost the full comp back, except they Cupid instead of Artemis and Kepri instead of Umoja. So I think Legion found their center hold. They like to try on this, and they're going to go back in with it.
I definitely. Sorry, man. I got some French fries. You guys ever? Has anyone ever had the Jack's Munchie meal from Jack in the Box? Oh my lord, bro. Anyway, sorry, I got a little bit sidetracked, but no, I think that Odin. You know, looking at four gods who cannot get out of that ring. Maybe he's feeling it. I don't know. Now, I'm interested to see who goes solo and who goes jungle.
Some always think about it. It's going to be a bit hard to pull off. You know, if they have the team synergy there, I see the Apprentices doing it. But, you know, Odin Wall or Odin Cage into put the Ganesh pillars in the middle of it. Yu Hong ult to push everybody back into the middle with a Thor ult. And then Ishtar ult. I think that combo there for the Apprentices, you know, there's multiple ways to play it, but I think that's spicy. But, you know, Legion over here, they do have a lockdown of their own. If Kepri's able to grab somebody, Cthulhu be able to root somebody. This Vulcan, Cupid, and as we saw last game too, the Rat just able to get those picks off pretty simple and clean. I don't know. I gotta give personal comp in these team fights. If the Apprentices can lock down this Cthulhu with this Odin ult, I think they have the better comp here. But Legion showing they were very comfortable on the comp they had basically last game. So
Oh, absolutely. I think that the game plan is, you know, in a perfect world, absolutely perfect scenario, and we all know that things never go perfectly in Smite. The combination that you were speaking on is hit by the Apprentices. Now, I would be surprised if we see that hit a single time. I'm not saying that these guys are not capable, but you know, it just hits the fan sometimes when you're in the middle of a fight, right? But in a perfect world, that's it. Outside of that, I'd be interested to see who this Odin opts to cage. Does he cage this Cthulhu when he ults, leaving Cthulhu only able to throw his 2 into the fight while they focus on clearing out the rest of the fight? Or is he going to cage the Cupid in hopes that he can shut him down, or the Vulcan shut him down?
Personally, I gotta think the Cthulhu cage right now would be the biggest thing. Until somebody picks up that shell to get through Odin ult, I think Cthulhu just, it's an easy way to stop him from doing what he did last game. Just able to get in there to where his team can just stand behind the giant big sense of madness. And essentially, I don't know, man. I think the Odin into the Cthulhu, while the clear, I don't know how Odin clear goes, so that's just my lack of knowledge here. But other than the clear, I think this Odin pick's not a bad choice here to stop him from what he did last game. You good?
Sorry, I had a little bit of a connection or mic connection issue. I have a new Bluetooth headset, so I dropped for a second, but yeah, I think that you're right. I think that the cage onto the Cthulhu is probably the best way to fight this until that Phantom Shell is active in these fights.
Yep. And then after that, I think if you're the Apprentices, you just hold on to your gods and goddesses and just pray that Cthulhu don't come for you.
Utilize that Odin ult to apply the damage, because that Phantom Shell gets you out of the cage, right? But you still take that damage and that slow, unfortunately, as you're leaving it. But utilize that late game. And as we roll into the game, again, nothing too crazy. Looks like everyone's stuck to the roles they were in game 2. Actually, Penguin Pimp and Buckwheat seem to have swapped.
Yeah. Buckwheat going back to support here. Penguin Pimp now picking up solo. Nino sticking on ADC as well. We are seeing the same roles back over here on Legion though. Donlin once again just saying, "Hey man, I just want the minis."
just
Ooh,
man,
taking a
just
lot of
please give me those minis. But Cthulhu opting for that conduit again, seeing that
Yeah.
it worked well last game. And then the ADC builds again. No more Hunter's Cal. I mean, I'm not trying to hate on anybody for getting Hunter's Cal first game, but
This is where, as an ADC main, I'm speaking my piece as everybody clears buffs here. I have always been a Death Toll advocate. Even when Cal was considered pretty much the most OP starter, I just wasn't a fan of it. I don't think the mana sustain compared to Death Toll is. Oh my god!
this early game damage, man.
Oh, that was a lot.
Interesting to see him back up there, knowing that he has the minion advantage as well as the health advantage.
Yeah.
And now the level advantage. Looks like if this jungler, if Sir Patron had rotated right there, that's looking like a good fight to take.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's done that.
Man.
yeah.
My, the damage. Had Thor have ganked that, I just, I think that goes completely different. But Sir Patron looking for the early gank in the duo lane. Unfortunately, nothing happens. But yeah, if that Thor recognizes, maybe a little bit of miscommunication, right? I don't know why he didn't go over there, seeing as that Cthulhu was on the upper half of the solo lane. But definitely would have gone differently.
To make a comeback here. He's coming. Apti not recognizing the danger. Gonna dash, gets it off. Penguin Pimp, I did not see this until just now, ladies and gentlemen, but Penguin Pimp almost dead again. That's a lot of damage, I guess is the best way I can put that. Man, this I think if you're playing against Apti, I think you just banned this Cthulhu at this point.
Spades getting out with a slimmer of health.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I would argue they had somewhat of a similar, almost identical, right, ban plan to game one. Like I was saying, I probably would have reverted back to. It kind of makes you wonder who they maybe could have swapped out to ban this Cthulhu. Seeing as how he's probably already becoming an issue.
I don't know, because both Guan and you can't let the Emoji back there. I think Donlin showed you have to ban Emoji against Legion here. But I would say probably, I don't know, you can't really let Guan or Hades through either, but Guan's a kind of simple god. Hades, to some people, maybe too. I think he's a bit more complex than just 3 ult. You gotta actually hit some of the other abilities some of the times. With Guan, you just got the big circle heal and a dash. You're basically just 3 ult. Like that's your kit, from my understanding. So I think Guan, you keep the man. He's too simple to play all that. Penguin Pimp's still low again. Oh god, he jumped.
Adzi just it's gonna kill him. The stun saves his life actually. Adzi was gonna walk right in there, press 1, and end this man's career. Penguin Pimp needs to save that jump because Adzi's gonna walk up with that 2 again. Or I guess at least save his shield. But Cthulhu definitely just hit level 5, so he may look to dash and ult here. A 2, maybe look for the DPS. Nothing, so back up a little bit.
He needs the lead. Bubble is there. Bubble said, I need you to stop picking on my dad.
Bubble's level 4. If I'm Adzi here, even recognizing the Bubble's there, I kind of want to take this fight because Penguin Pimp jumps in and you ult, he's dead. And your ultimate and 1 ability, you can just turn that onto Dirty Bubble. If I'm Adzi, I'm not scared at all whatsoever right now. Especially seeing my Ratatasker at that blue buff, right?
For sure. It was more so, I was trying to make the joke about
Dirty Bubble rotating to left lane. Sorry, I wasn't trying to cut you off. We might see an ultimate out of Thor here as well, but Cthulhu ultimate goes up, Penguin Pimp swats over. As we go to the duo lane, Thor dunks in, walls them both off actually, a really good wall into the ultimate combination, and holy damage!
They get
erased.
play there by the Apprentices on that side over there. Good play by Afty over here in solo as well. But the synergy of the teamwork there that just happened in dual lane. You know, we got the Ishtar ult and the Thor stun onto Ganesh ult. That was just beautiful teamwork there, in my
I
opinion.
mean, in that Thor wall, you know, walling off half the lane and forcing them to walk into those Dharmic pillars was just absolutely key. But it just, yeah, they got erased off the face of the earth, man. That was a really good combination coming out of Apprentices.
Yep, I do agree. You know, still looks like I can't really tell. Can we get the gold up real quick, production, please? So it looks like, yep, gold only 200 in favor of the Legion here, while the XP is now a full back down to 400 towards the Apprentices.
Too early in the game to really tell any leads. You know, 400, yeah, it's in the grand scheme of things, right? When you're counting, maybe you're a preschooler, that's a large number, but in Smite, you know, it's spread across the board. So, I would argue that all of that, for the most part, is in Cthulhu's pocket.
Yep.
But
That's what I was trying to see was
yeah.
where exactly from his where the differences were coming.
Oh yeah. Thor just
Bubble
kind of
making
hovering
his way
around.
down.
Maybe just getting
Yeah,
some farm. Seeing how his
Making his way
Penguin
down.
Pimp is low again,
Oh,
I would
man.
definitely advise him to stick under that tower. And he's in a bad position here. If that Cthulhu gets ult, he's dead. Cthulhu just got ult. He's gonna dash in, pop it, and Penguin Pimp possibly falls again here, especially with that rat coming in. Actually a really good cage, and the Kepri ult comes in clutch. Rat secures it. That I was kind of mind blown. Yu Huang actually goes in, and then Rat dies. But
Yeah.
I was kind of I don't know how to put it, befuddled. My gosh, Ganesh almost gets the kill. Thor blinks. Oh, he teleports the shell of destiny. The wall, not enough DPS.
Oh,
Cthulhu is so low. What is happening? Kepri gets plucked. Ganesh is gonna die unless Yu Huang shows up.
I do have to say though, Dahlman with these plays here, able to save Apty, and that was just beautiful. He pulled off the Capriol and then the shell of a lifetime. Excellent fucking play. Oh, sorry. Excellent play by Dahlman there. I know. I said sorry.
Oopsies happen. But anyway, that Odin cage, man, with both of them in the tower, that was actually a really good Odin ult. I just kind of got caught off guard by it. I was just staring at it. I didn't know what to say. But looks like the duo lane, he's finding a little more comfort on this Ishtar pick than he was on the X-Ball.
Yep. Definitely looks like he's feeling a lot comfier there. Only 10 stacks behind, but he does have a light blade above Cupid. Like I said, Ishtar pretty good into Cupid in my opinion. I think nobody intervenes. I think he can take this 1v1 pretty easily.
And for those that didn't know, by the way, that Cthulhu passive, when it's applied, when he dashes, he actually interrupts Odin out of his 3. Because it fears him, right, when it's stacked enough. But looks like Apty realizes, hey, I can dash in. It doesn't matter if you ult, bro, the tower's gone. I'm gonna do damage. He's gonna pop this ultimate here on the Cthulhu, and Penguin Pimp's gonna find himself in some more trouble.
Yeah.
Jumps the 2 successfully. Gonna burn some health. There should be another 2 coming out right here with the auto attack, and he finds a solo kill, narrowly escaping. Thor is going up though. Cthulhu's ult is down. Oh my goodness. Instant cast lets him hear it. A little bit of friendly banter, right? But lets him hear it. Hey man, get out of my solo lane.
4-0 on this Thor. You know, like I said, banned out top 3 by Legion. This is one of the reasons why. Like I said, I've been on the other end of bubble. Very good jungler.
That That Thor is one of those gods too, man. If he finds himself in a position with a big lead, the whole map's gonna feel it.
Yep.
You know that makes the duo lane paranoid, the mid laners paranoid, the solo laners. It's just every lane is just paranoid because this guy could come from anywhere at any moment.
It's like you look up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's Thor ult.
The looks like they might contest this Greater Scorpion here. Legion kind of stepping up a little bit. Vulcan throwing down the turret, getting it. Actually, I just got. I'm sorry, there was so much going on. Rat ults in, actually takes down Thor. Buckwheat hits a good dash. The Khepri ult comes in. It's gonna save Rat. Rat's gonna be able to escape. Khepri frontlining like a G, man. Odin jumps in. Kepri's just gonna call it. Hey, let's back off. We lost the Scorpion, unfortunately. They secured their Scorpion, and we'll just go back and we'll settle for the Pyromancer. Good dash by Deathly Shriek right there, by the way. If I was playing ADC, I 100% would have stood there and got hit by that. Apprentices completely aware that Pyromancer was the call, and Penguin Pimp successfully wards them off of doing it.
Yep. We need to see fully stacked Devos now out of Shriek as well. Just chilling there waiting for his wave. Curious to see what he's going to buy when he backs here real quick. I'm assuming an XC as well, but
Oh, man.
maybe keep it spicy. We'll see.
If he doesn't buy XC, I'm not calling him Deathly Shriek anymore. I'm going to call him Silly Goose the rest of the game. Not because I think that that's a good insult, but because I think Silly Goose is very funny. Dude, Silly Goose is one of the funniest things you could call somebody, I'm telling you. So, Legion again, showing dominance in the early game farm. Again, 15, was it 1,500, 1,700 gold? Yeah, I mean, not the giant, not a giant lead, right? But it is there.
And we've seen what they're able to do once they started to get this little bit of a drift, though. So, thank God.
I mean, two levels in the solo lane. Ganesh again. Donlin is behind Buckwheat, but I mean, we've seen that Donlin's like, hey, I don't need those levels, man. I'm just here to play the game.
Yep. You know, just chilling, just keeping his team alive. Don't know what Kepri's known to do. Poking out Penguin Pimp there, like, bro, get out my way. I'm walking here.
Cthulhu crashing in. He's gonna look at an ult here after that CC chain. Silence. He actually can't get the ult off. That was a really good Ganesh silence. Big Odin ult and Thor ult combination. Ganesh ult comes out. Vulcan up downs. Khepri ults himself. Falls anyway to Little Nino. Ratatasker just needs to secure that farm. Maybe look at a steal here, right? But I don't know that it's worth dying for a 13-minute FG.
Nope. But I will say
Deathly Shriek's gonna split
that
push.
was a good rotation there. I do feel by
Good decision making, honestly. There's no way he secures that, right? 2 full health. Unfortunately, Dirty Bubble just outplays him in the sense of escaping, right? But he's not going to secure that FG, but he is, however, going to go. Oh, he does secure it. He steals the FG as Buckwheat dies. Gets a kill on Yu Huang. Sir Patron, man, this guy's an animal. This guy's a monster.
good play by him.
You know, but it's just a heads up to know.
Bo Towers in dual lane now down.
This just a heads up to know, right? He sees that Thor gets away from the ult, but he recognizes he's running behind FG. Hey, FG's full health. I'm going to try to sneak up on this Thor right here. Unfortunately, Thor gets away. Hey, returns to the FG, sees them all low, goes in there, steals it, secures a kill. I would say secures two kills, but the FG kind of beat Buckwheat up, right?
Right.
2 of them die, steals the FG, and they take 2 towers in dual lane. Pushing that lead from what was 1,700 going into that to now 3K, a little over 3K.
Yeah, about 3.5, I think.
1 man. That's crazy, right? Gold Fury.
Oh, Gold Fury. Now we're up a whole 4.
I mean, that was That was actually awesome to watch, man. I wish he would have made it more satisfying and got more kills. I'll curse him forever for that, but it was really nice to watch.
I just want to say, whenever I watch Legion games, Nolan is just a menace for these purple buffs. I just gotta say, as an ADC, I like seeing that. That is hilarious. Just your
Man, you know,
split
it's so
there.
frustrating, man. I hate when my blue buff gets stolen. It makes me want to run at the entire team, bro. I'm so frustrated. I hate losing my buffs, man.
Imagine just casually clearing though, and then you just out of nowhere, Kepri, the one from the sky, not the bubble one.
The
just
little
comes
his
down and-
3, like the root. Yeah.
Yeah, it just comes down, steals your purple.
We see a good Salt emo, man. That's pretty nice.
You know, we do see also Lil Nino 3-0 off of his rotation from there, but still looks to be about half a level down on Shriek, who was able to just clean up the whole lane.
Oh yeah, Lil Nino 3-0, right? But Shriek's he's getting objective diffed. Sorry, language. The Fire Giant. I would say Fire Giant. The F word came out mistakenly, but the Fire Giant, the Gold Fury, and the 2 towers. I guess
I
3
heard
towers.
objective personally. I think
Okay.
you were putting there.
I think I was very close to saying F word. I don't know if it actually came out, but please don't cancel me. Anyway, looks like they're grouping up to push in mid lane. Donlin
we
gonna
do
step in there.
have a one
Cthulhu
time.
actually ulting a little early, walking all over the Ganesh Dharmic pillars, saying, hey, that's alright, I'm tanky enough. Dirty Bubble actually taking a lot of damage. Vulcan ult comes out. Odin Cage comes out onto Cthulhu like we thought that he would, and Cthulhu gets fried for it, but gets Kepri ulted.
Beautiful play.
You
again by
wongle?
there. I just gotta say, these Kepri ults have been on point. He was phenomenal on the Emoja as well. I think he's just very
You know, I really wish that brand bias. Anyway, I really wish that I will say I really wish that my ranked teammates were like Donlin. Most of the time when I get a guy in support, he either auto locks Loki, or if he does pick Kepri, he just ults himself the whole game.
You know, as the bias was being claimed, for those of you that don't know, Legion is my shallowest team. But I would like to say, and I think it is proven, that Domin has done very well these support tonight. So no
Level
bias,
17
no
Cupid letting level 13 Odin feel the sting, man.
Dude,
Thor did just ult. Maybe expecting a little bit of a chase down. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Vulcan press again, man. Gonna hit the backfire. Ow. I almost said back shot. Gonna hit the backfire. Dharmic pillars come out. Ishtar ult comes out. And looks like it's gonna be a disengage, seeing that Yu Huang show up. Nope, the root comes out. The one, oh my goodness. These teams do a lot of damage. Sidesteps the ultimate. Deathly Shriek shows up. I thought he was just in right lane. Now he's over here. What is happening? Cthulhu TP's in. Rat's ult again. He dunks down. He gets one-shotted. Deathly Shriek cleans up the Ganesh. And now Apti's back there giving Lil Bean a rough time. Look at that bully, man. That's like shoving an elementary kid school in a walker. Donlin ults himself just for the sake of being able to chase down Thor for no reason. Odin jumps in, Penguin Pimp ults, Phantom Shell. It would have been funny if that ultimate would have actually killed Donlin. I would have laughed, but I guess they're just gonna get away with that. And then ping Fire Giant. Hey, let's get our bucks and bounce.
I do also want to point out there, Phantom Shell coming through, just making everybody a solid blue right now. Kind of cool. White so blue. You know, get that song playing back, at least from when I was about a kid. Blue do 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 do. 26.
I know exactly what song he's talking about. Wait,
Has
has production not heard that? There's no. Okay, I was about to say there's no way people haven't heard "I'm Blue."
Look, if there's not at least one person. There's not one
Dude, you
person
sounded
that
for some reason you just sounded ancient when you said it, but
How old are you?
Legion secures the pyromancer.
For you,
I'm crying.
those of you guys that can't hear, production basically just called me old because I actually know that, I guess. Anyways, back to the game.
FG's being
What's the
contested.
athlete? Apprentices, steal fire. Bubble almost dead. Shriek with the autos. Shriek with the kill.
I'm so sorry, I was crying. Rat's in the air. Rat's not in the air, sorry. Apti's ulting, big 3-man knockup. I don't think that any further kills are necessary here. Maybe just back up and go to the fountain. Losing that FG feels bad. Lil Nino again split pushing, but Rat is there to show face. I don't know that Rat wins this trade if Rat does decide to engage. She is.
I think there's a chance he can, but I would like to point out we saw Lil Nino. He did insta cancel it, so I think he remembered. But Ishtar 1 does not affect towers at all, anybody. So he popped the 1 there, try to get the attack speed from it, I guess. And the 1 does not proc on towers.
Man, he is being chased down. The Cupid dash, all of it. They get body blocked by minions. Donlin rolls in, plucks him, and he dies anyway. Looks like another team fight breaking out. They have Fire Giant, but they are down a member. I guess Legion, the call is to back up.
I think just grab this Oni.
I would get this Oni, absolutely.
Them having fire. You guys are still displaying you are the dominant force in these fights as of right now. Just grab this Oni, try to get some pressure up the lanes, I think. But we are going to see a full back. We're going to see the right trap get pushed. Right tower is definitely lost, I think. I think that's just too big a mini wave.
Never.
Oh, maybe not.
Holding the line. Actually, they don't opt immediately for the Oni, which gives the Apprentices the opportunity to push in for it. However, Apti, again, alone and unafraid, but still creating space. 3 members backing up in his face.
Yeah, I don't think he was happy this time with this Ganesh, man. Able to just stop his channeling on S2 this game.
Again, same thing.
Yep. Yeah, I think he's getting a bit annoyed by this Ganesh.
Pretty good poke here, though. Pretty good poke. Cupid ult comes out. Rat's in the air. Odin ult comes out. There's the Phantom Shell. Dharmic Pillars. Cthulhu ult. Buckwheat should fall here, but he is very, very tanky. He falls to Sir Patron. Looks like
I think we gotta get a little Nino in these fights. Oh, Kobe picking up a kill here, too. More standard build.
Looks like Dirty Bubble may fall as well. Yep, no match for the Vulcan damage. Can Penguin Pimp secure the Vulcan kill? I think that he is going to commit, realizing that, hey, he might need to kill him for this to be even. Cthulhu shows up. He does back up a little bit. Maybe play around Little Nino if you're attempting to take this 2v4, which I recommend is not a good idea because now he is dead through his Aegis and everything. Does kill the Vulcan, though, and Penguin Pimp is going to be on the retreat. However, Cupid does have those arrows, and they do sting, right? So, shot to the heart, and you're to blame.
I think he's going to get out.
He dashes. Deathly Sheik's not letting him go. Yeah, he dashes in. He heart bombs him. He is beaming. Can he hit his autos? He has the stun to assist with it. Doesn't kill him. Run from the elephant.
Yep. We do see him opt into Rush's Silver Branch this time over the Death's Embrace or Temper. I'm assuming he's going to go Temper this game being Cupid.
I don't know ADC starters, man. That role stinks.
I love it. I miss back when I say this just about every week, but I miss Death's Toll Ichval meta. That was the funnest meta.
Oh, just a half a second too late on that ultimate. Otherwise, that Ganesh secures that. That was very, very close. Yeah. Also, shout out to production. Raptor's not really good for much besides camera work, but he is very good at it. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing, man. That camera work though, seeing that Ganesh walk up that swap to that POV, man. That's some Chad energy right there. I respect it.
That was some tech, right?
Very good. Very, very good. Very good. I think you should get a raise.
Raises for all USL employees, but
50. Okay, I'm getting a headache. Cthulhu, oh my god, secures the blue. No, I'm just playing. But Cthulhu does secure the blue buff, and they're going to get in position for this next FG.
Yeah, this game 3, we do see, Gold and XP still going towards most of the side of Legion. I do want to say though, objectives here for the most part getting stolen by Apprentices. You know, we had that one fire stolen at 13 minutes by Legion, and they secured one of the gold. Legion secures by.
Look at that damage, dude, man. That getting stuck on those Dharmic pillars, just half healthing that Cthulhu.
Yep. Cthulhu, I believe, or not Cthulhu, Ganesh, I think when the math checked out, I think does the second most damage out of all ults in the game, if I'm not mistaken.
I have no idea. I think it does. Something high. Something absurdly high, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the highest?
Okay. And Cthulhu ult being highest damage if you hit all ticks. I thought it was Anubis.
No, he
ult,
meant
but-
Ganesh.
Yeah, that's fine, man. Ganesh. Oh my god, why do I keep saying that?
Thor
we
Ultimate
see
coming
Thor
in.
going up
Look
in
at
the
this
air
POV, man. The big dunk onto the Vulcan forces out both relics, saves the wall for when the beads wear off, and then Cthulhu. Look at this, man. Again, Apti putting everyone on their heels. Even the solo laners back here. If I'm on the side of Apprentices, I'm begging Penguin
You got
Pimp
that
to
one?
just get back there, man. Help that Thor during that dive. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
seeing a
going
lot
down.
of. It's just a lot of miscommunication, right? If Apti's shoving that far into your backline, you guys have two options. When he ults, you 5-man blow him up when you're all on the same page, or your Thor and Odin are coordinating their dive, because this Thor cannot be diving alone like that. He just dies to these backliners. He needs that Odin with him.
Yep. Definitely.
If you're
agree
gonna
on
look,
that.
there's nothing wrong with fighting front to back.
Legion secures fire. Spade's very low though. Oh, good flip that. Oh, the good play.
The backfire into the meatball.
Yep.
But yeah, man,
that
it's
day.
just if you're gonna fight front to back, then fight front to back, but just be on the same page about it, you know. And I'm not throwing shade at anybody, right? But this seems to be the Apprentice's downfall in this game 3.
I do agree with you here. I think these callouts on who they're trying to get down need to be a bit more solid. We see Shriek go to 6-1 here now. We see Patron going 7-4. Yeah, I think while the Cthulhu is annoying, I think if you don't get some of this backline down first, though, I think the Cthulhu can just keep pushing you guys back to where their team just keeps pushing forward. I mean,
yeah.
we see it here on the left side. Yu Hong is top damage. I think if Kobe here just keeps trying to focus everything, he's still working on that Soul Reaver, which I think was
Right
a
there,
good
right?
play.
Look how far this Cthulhu is up, right? And he's alone when he ults. He should be being burnt immediately. Yeah, rats in the air. Right here. Right here, they need to figure out who they want to burn, or they all retreat together, and then consider it a successful defense. You just burned 2 ultimate. Granted, I mean, you burned Thor and you Huang ults, right? But a rat and Cthulhu's ults are down. That's a big part of that enemy dive. And it's not EFG. There's a good defense opportunity here.
I think Shriek needs to get in here if we're gonna go for this. There we go.
There's the Phantom Shell. Look at that, man. That's what I'm talking about right there.
No, that right.
The 4-man. Oh, man. Okay. As I compliment them, they all walk into that. But that's how you need a defense to go, right? You don't need kills on the defense, right? You want them out of your face. Make them waste that FG. Make that timer run down if you have to.
Waste some ults, waste some relics. Just try to get as much down as you can, because Fire Giant, while good, it's not EFG to where it's completely game changing. You know.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. You should, that Cthulhu enters that Phoenix right there alone. He either needs to get 100 to 0'd, or if he successfully gets into a position where his team's around him, just let him go. Let him de-transform. The rat's already ulted too. You know,
I'm sorry.
just count as a Primal Fury, Vulcan ult out. They drop it. Apprentices drop it to immune the Vulcan damage, which leads to Legion securing it.
I do just want to say though, I don't know if anybody else saw it. Tomlin was just sitting there for the longest time as they started a goal, just sitting there watching them chilling. Okay, guys, I'm separate. You can either full commit on me to kill me, or I'm just gonna stick here until my team gets here.
That was pretty good. But I would say Apprentices, if they continue to continue to passively farm, they might be onto something here. I mean, still have all 3 Phoenixes up. What's the timer? How do I see that timer on that FG? What is it? Minute 40? The top
Yep.
left, right?
Yep.
Sorry, I couldn't see that for some reason for a second, but a minute 30 on the FG. All 3 Phoenixes are up. Throw some ward coverage. Make sure that all 5 members of Legion are present for the FG fight. You know you're not being split pushed or anything like that, right? And then get ready to duke it out.
Yeah.
Odin late game. I mean, yes, right. Obviously, level 20 starters, full build matters, right? But Odin's still Odin. He's gonna have this degree of survivability with his 2 and with his leap. I mean, all you're really looking for out of this Odin at this stage of the game is a good cage, anyway.
Yep. Get that cage off before they pop that shell. Get that damage off while they're stuck in there with the no anti-heal. Or 100% anti-heal, sorry. Not no anti-heal.
Oh, I tell you, we know what you meant. But interesting enough, Legion waits until their FG wears off and then groups up 5-mana mid with Distribution.
Yep, I think they're just trying to get some relics out or something out before this next Fire Giant fight. As we just said when the gold play was going around, EFG, a bit more game-changing than regular Fire Giant, so...
We see the good poke onto the Ganesh. Ganesh, Dharmic Pillars come out. Cthulhu's actually in a bad position here. Right here is where you burn this Cthulhu down. You see him, right? Half health, way up in the front. Instead, Penguin Pimps falls, but Dirty Bubble actually ends up killing Deathstreak.
Definitely, yeah. I do think
Pops the speeds, gets plucked. Unfortunately, he'll fall as well.
Yeah, but that's 3 for 1. We still hold the favor here on the side of the Legion. Kobe and Buckweek up, but Kobe did have to use ult that last fight. So, just relics up for him right now.
Unfortunately, right, you lose the... Bright side, Phoenix is still up. Unfortunate. You can't really defend the FG that well. 3 of you are dead, right? But you did take that, like I said, you know, the Phoenix is still up. You took down the Cupid, and it wasn't a wipe. I do just, you know, I wish right there. It's crazy, man. Apti is just, they're allowing him to walk in there and just create an insane amount of space in these fights without punishing him for it. And I think that that's the issue they're having with this Cthulhu and in these team fights. But you see, this FG isn't quite burning as much as they thought it would, especially with that Cupid dead, and the 3 members of the Apprentices are now in position to soft defend it.
Yep. Yeah, Donald not taking much damage from it though. I think once Street gets up here, they have a chance to fully pull this off. Is this something big we do want to contest though? As I had mentioned, it is now EFG.
This is that swinging objective, man. This is the do or die, especially in this stage of the game.
Yep. You know, going into a third, almost 40-minute game.
I have seen a lot of instances too, where
to be honest with you, whoever really wins this fight should just about win the game.
I was about to say, I've seen a lot of instances too where some people get so distracted by that EFG that they're kind of just, you know, getting hit in the back and standing in AoEs, and that even if your team secures it, man, you guys might end up dying if you get too distracted. Like I said, the Cupid ult actually comes out. If I'm Apprentices, I'm engaging on that. The Cupid ult hit nobody. Rat comes in, and Yu Huang actually with an excellent 3 to immune it. The Khepri ult comes out really quick. This is a good opportunity for the Apprentices here to do a lot of damage. I mean, like, you see it again. Unfortunately, the solo dive, man, the Thor's not with him. Cthulhu ults, ends up walking away, healing his teammates. They're still not in too bad of a position, right? As long as your Yu Huang and your ADC stay alive here, this... Ratatasker narrowly escaping death right there, man. That guy should have been blown up, but he does get out.
Maybe just back. Apti no TP, but I think the call is good here, which is going for the CFG.
You see Apprentices on the prowl, though they're not willing to give it for free. Apti is TPing in. They're going to look into full commit. Like I said earlier, man, they're getting a little distracted. They secure it, but at what cost? It looks like they might fall.
Yeah.
Actually, a lot of damage onto Spades. Khepri's one-shot, Deathly Shrieks one-shot. Thor's up. Thor could do some work here. Absolutely. Alternate timeline proc comes out. Is he going to be able to kill him? Yes, he is. Alone
No,
and Unafraid.
Bubble's
Dirty
still the
Bubble.
only one.
Oh my god, the double tap of Destiny? That was actually insane.
Yo,
I think,
that was insane.
unfortunately, Penguin pimped the last one standing, but he may have bought his time. He had bought his team enough time. He stole the EFG was stolen. Finds the miraculous double tap. That was heads up by Dirty Bubble, showing you why that Thor is not to be underestimated. That was actually insane.
Yes, that man literally was like, "Oh no, not today," and threw that out. Good play there, Bubble. 11K or almost a full 12K difference now on the side of gold towards Liege, and XP a full 12 already, almost 13.
Man, that double tap, gave me the heebie-jeebies and the butterflies, man.
Oh, that's completely understandable, man. But we did.
some good stuff.
Legion did get a full fire wipe here off of the Apprentices, so that does work out, I think, in the end.
Looks like the EFG belongs to no one.
Yep, no EFG.
Legion still has 3 T2s. 3 Phoenixes. Apprentices do have all their Phoenixes, though. They are now in that position where they can put up fights in these team fights.
Yep.
I think they're starting to figure it out, too, as you see abilities and poke being thrown onto that Cthulhu, but you see the massive damage done to the Ishtar. Cthulhu's in the back alone. He needs to be blown up here. Dirty Bubble falls to Deathly Shriek. Unfortunately, Rattle comes in. Apti falls to Covey. Covey doing a lot of damage. You don't want to underestimate this Yuhuang damage. I think we all know that. You see it a lot. Covey falls to Rat Man. Serpatron doing so much damage in this fight, and that's a full wipe. They have the resources to run this down here.
Yep, about to have those Oni waves. I think just let definitely heal off this embrace on this mini wave here. I think Donlin having the imps. I think they can get this. If they can hold out till Oni wave gets there, I think they may just be able to end.
They do need to be careful that Ishtar coming up, 2 members low, opting to retreat safely, take the win, take the safe route. Let's hopefully win another fight and keep it pushing.
Yep. Still got Oni wave, like we said. EFG basically went to no one. Apprentices died as soon as they had saved it or stole it.
That was insane, man.
Yeah, that was a good play there by the Apprentices. I still that double tap by Bubble. That was still beautiful in my opinion.
I'm gonna dream about that tonight.
Yeah.
I want you to know that. Dirty Bubble Space 690. I'm gonna have dreams about you. Anyway, Ishtar pushing, gonna take the blue buff. Maybe a little bit more.
I'm more one of those relationships with Bubble where you know that Kumba Karma skin where he's having the nightmares.
Oh yeah, the sleepy Kumba, right?
Yep. That's how I dream of Bubble.
He's in the pajamas.
So. No, not him being
No,
the
not
Kumba.
the pajama
Me
one.
being the Kumba.
Oh, okay.
Yes. See, Bubble likes to come visit me very often when we have played against each other. So.
Serpatron definitely not to be underestimated either. I mean, this man is man or woman. Sorry, whatever's preferred. This preferred pronoun person is absolutely running the Apprentices backline. I mean, with the help, obviously, of Apti spacing.
Yep. Looks like they're just trying to keep this up over here. I have no idea what Bubble's doing over there. I guess just trying to get that sneaky word off real quick.
I mean, it's time, man. Do that EFG dance again. Here it comes in 20 seconds. Looks like Legion's going to beat them there. Maybe get some good ward coverage, hopefully, before the team gets there. Legion will show up first, but I think the entirety of Apprentices will be out. Nope, I take that back. They're going to get there around the same time. I saw saw Kobe back.
This is one of the things I do like to see real quick. Something I find pretty fun to watch is every member on both sides had a sentry ward. So who is going to win this ward battle here?
I'll tell you what I'd be doing. I'd be throwing out my my 50 cent wards and baiting out those sentries.
What,
But
50 Cent War?
the 50 cent wards and baiting out those sentries. But you know, it's interesting to see 33 kills on the side of Legion and 17 on the Apprentices, yet the Apprentices are not letting it go. It's a 40-minute game. Rats in the air doesn't quite make it. Oh, man. Oh, man. That is big trouble for the Apprentices as they lose EFG and their mid laner. ADC, little beans letting the Cthulhu know, hey, man, you better back up. I'm going to do some damage. Still falls, unfortunately.
Bubble.
Dirty Bubble does clean up Cthulhu. Can Dirty Bubble pull off something nice here for his team again?
I don't know.
Opted not to teleport to the hammer, which was absolutely the correct decision there. It is 1 man against 4 in the Titan room.
EFG, Fire Minions, I don't know.
It's looking like the game goes to the side of Legion, but I can't underestimate the Thor damage, right? Oh, the TP, the full commit, he's done. Yeah, oh man. Look at that Vulcan DPS just absolutely erased off the face of the earth, and Legion takes game 3, wins the set 2-1.
Yes, good job there by the Legion, able to capitalize off that last fight there. Ended up 40-minute game evenly there. Almost 40-40.
I mean, you look at the player damage already. I mean, we'll see it again in the post game, but those teams were fighting, man. The all-out brawl. I mean, almost every player above 30,000 damage. It's something, something incredible, man.
Diamond only with that 7K, but at the same time, man, we had seen it. Multiple great saves on this Khepri ult here this game.
Oh, I mean, if I'm looking at this screenshot right here in the post-match screenshots or the org servers or wherever you want to put it or see it, or even on the stream, I'm not thinking that this game was close. I'm thinking that this was an absolute blowout. And that's not a shot at the Apprentices, but you look at these KDs and the DPS and just the farming. I mean, you look at the gold earned, the gold per minute, the wards, all of it. I'm thinking that who's your captain on this team?
Deathly Shriek is my captain for Legion.
Okay, that's okay. I just wanted to know. So I'm thinking Deathly Shriek and his boys showed up and laid down some. I almost cursed. Laid down the smackdown, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, but I wouldn't expect that to be a 41-minute game. Just looking at this, that's what I'm getting at.
If there wasn't a timestamp looking at this, I really wouldn't think this would be a 40-minute game either. I will say the Apprentices did a very good job of holding on for as long as they did. Saw some really great plays out of Bubble this game as well. Same with Lil Nino. I would like to say though, he may not have been seeming present in some of these fights, but I was watching the ones coming off of Kobe there in that game as well. He was hitting on them ones.
Oh, absolutely, man. You look at Kobe, even Kobe's damage, it just speaks for itself. I mean, the highest damage in the game, granted not by much, but was it 19 more? Literally 19 more than Deathly Shriek. That's less than tick of his one at one point. So, he definitely put out some damage, man. He let his presence be known. KDA disregarded. I think both teams played well. Absolutely. I just think that Legion's ultimately, with the leads they build and with the comps they draft and the space they create, we're just able to close it out.
Yep. Good set overall. Throughout this entire set, we saw multiple times where just these two teams went at it. I think it was a very good matchup overall. I think, like you just said, that third game, they weren't playing like we'd said, where the Odin and the Thor just needed to be grouped when they were going on this backline. Overall, great set though to watch.
Oh yeah, not saying it needs to be said, but for future reference, when a Cthulhu solo ults in your Phoenix, everybody needs to turn and blow them up. With that being said, I think we're gonna roll out of here, right, production? All right, and we'll see everybody.
Yep. Have a good night, everybody.
And I've been chillin', watching the ocean with you. Baby, up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our clouds when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding. And I'll be running, possessed by a low, low voodoo. Fired up like a wolf on a full moon. And we're stuck in a la la land. The tides will turn without us. And I'll be killing time like I might be a cartoon. Take it in real life like haiku. I know we got the good vibes when pieces fall right into place. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding. Play me like a bass guitar, simmer down and mess me up, tripping like I'm Jimmy at Woodstock. Drive me around in your red Ford, shivers down my spinal cord. Oh, 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 oh. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding,
Here we go again. Trying hard, but you wanna be my friend. Ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. Here we go again. Call my bluff, I'ma be here till the end. I'm the one you ride, I'm the one you ride to. If you don't wanna change, ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. If you don't wanna change, I can help you out. 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 Here we go again. Time is up and I'm calling up my friends. Ain't no wonder why, ain't no one to ride to. Here we go again. Call me up and you wanna be my friend. I'm the one you ride, I'm the one you ride to. If you don't wanna change, ain't no place to hide.
And I've been chillin', watching the ocean with you. Baby, up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our cloudlands when people change, but not us. just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding. And I'll be running, possessed by a low, low voodoo. Fired up like a wolf on a full moon. And we're stuck in a la la land. The tides will turn without us. And I'll be killing time like I might be a cartoon. Take it in real life like haiku. I know we got the good vibes when pieces fall right into place. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding. Play me like a bass guitar, simmer down and mess me up, tripping like I'm Jimmy at Woodstock. Drive me around in your red Ford, shivers down my spinal cord. Oh, 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 oh. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding,
Here we go again. Trying hard, but you wanna be my friend. Ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. Here we go again. Call my bluff, I'ma be here till the end. I'm the one you ride, I'm the one you ride to. If you don't wanna change, ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. If you don't wanna change, I can help you out. 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 Here we go again. Time is up and I'm calling up my friends. Ain't no wonder why, ain't no one to ride to. Here we go again. Call me up and you wanna be my friend. I'm the one you ride, I'm the one you ride to. If you don't wanna change, ain't no place to hide.
And I've been chillin', watching the ocean with you. Baby, up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our cloudlands when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding. And I'll be running, possessed by a low, low voodoo. Fired up like a wolf on a full moon. And we're stuck in a la la land. The tides will turn without us. And I'll be killing time like I might be a cartoon. Take it in real life like haiku. I know we got the good vibes when pieces fall right into place. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding. Play me like a bass guitar. Simmer down and mess me up. Tripping like I'm Jimmy at Woodstock. Drive me around in your red Ford. Shivers down my spinal cord. Oh, 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 oh. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding,
Here we go again. Trying hard, but you wanna be my friend. Ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. Here we go again. Call my bluff, I'ma be here till the end. I'm the one you ride, I'm the one you ride to. If you don't wanna change, ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. If you don't wanna change, I can help you out. 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 Here we go again. Time is up and I'm calling up my friends. Ain't no wonder why, ain't no one to ride to. Here we go again. Call me up and you wanna be my friend. I'm the one you ride, I'm the one you ride to. If you don't wanna change, ain't no place to hide.
And I've been chillin', watching the ocean with you. Baby, up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our clouds when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding. And I'll be running, possessed by a low, low voodoo. Fired up like a wolf on a full moon. And we're stuck in a la la land. The tides will turn without us. And I'll be killing time like I might be a cartoon. Take it in real life like haiku. I know we got the good vibes when pieces fall right into place. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding. Play me like a bass guitar. Simmer down and mess me up. Tripping like I'm Jimmy at Woodstock. Drive me around in your red Ford. Shivers down my spinal cord. Oh, 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 oh. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding,
Here we go again. Trying hard, but you wanna be my friend. Ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. Here we go again. Call my bluff, I'ma be here till the end. I'm the one you ride, I'm the one you ride to. If you don't wanna change, ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. If you don't wanna change, I can help you out. 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 Here we go again. Time is up and I'm calling up my friends. Ain't no wonder why, ain't no one to ride to. Here we go again. Call me up and you wanna be my friend. I'm the one you ride, I'm the one you ride to. If you don't wanna change, ain't no place to hide.
And I've been chillin', watching the ocean with you. Baby, up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our cloudlands when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibe.